Keep telling yourself that you are grateful. We cannot change things by flirting on the internet, but we can change things by flexing. Pay attention to how your bodily orifices are relaxing. Your spine is now independent from everything around you. Isn't it calming to try to focus on how your spine is reacting relatively to the ground? Keep your eyes shut while thinking about how to befriend other people. Endure imagination. A long time ago lived a highly respected traveler who had his home in a hole in the ground. One day, a merchant surprised him where he lived, and said, "Good day, you wouldn't happen to know where I can find a friend around here?" The traveler thought long and hard. Then he replied, "I do not know." "Why do you act so gentle towards me?" asked the merchant. "That is because I want you as a neighbor." "A neighbor?" asked the merchant. "Absolutely. A neighbor," replied the traveler. After some thinking, the merchant decided to become a neighbor to the traveler, and later that fall he died under mysterious circumstances. Contemplate that with new fortunes come new social skills. Heartaches can be profits. Keep repeating to yourself, "I'm nothing, I'm nothing." Open your neck. New ideas can change our outlook on boyfriends. The types of people who turn their backs towards authority figures are just as bad as the types of people who turn their backs towards loneliness. Ignore the connection between your left hemisphere and everything around you. Believe in the days, not the threat. Breathe in and out. Keep your eyes shut. Don't you get tired of blackmailing?
Do not get tired of blackmailing. I do not. You know what? Before we get started here, let me see. I haven't actually messed with these settings in a while, but. Oh, actually, let's get into something. Course pot? Probably easiest to just grab something out of Course World. Let's not dig around in the stars, and instead go to popular and get sad. Yeah. Oh, music level, that's easy enough. I want to get my UI elements on screen here, and I want to just faintly tickle this thing I forgot to tickle. This thing I forgot to tickle last time. Run, they said. Let's see here. Yeah, because this was bothering me. There's a lot of things I need to fix. I've been busy. No, that's the Stream Elements overlay. We're looking for Maker 2 Buddy. Hello, buddy. Yeah, you got stretched. Weirdly. I'm gonna put you back. Okay, that's so weird. Transform, reset. Okay. You don't form a perfect 1080p thing. That's so weird. Why do you not form a 1080p canvas size thing? Why are you so weird? I'm gonna Control Z a lot. That's so weird. That is just weird. Okay. Did I do it last time? Did I just stretch that up like that? That looks all stretched out and weird. That looks weird. Well, let's roughly center it with where I want the information. That's fine. And, oh, actually, you know, well, no, I probably don't want to put it over the game clock. That seems wrong. Wrong flavored. Oh, it's got a custom canvas size, which I set to 945 by 500 for some just absolutely godless reason. Oh, I shouldn't mess with this right now. Okay, let's put it there. Oh. God, I should have. I'm gonna leave it alone. Yeah, I'm gonna put it back to the incorrect place it was. Fine. And I'm just gonna move up the death counter in the clock a little really quick here. Y position. I always forget. But it's probably the Y position. I probably want it to be near the top. Let's put in 0. Yeah, that'll work. I need a mnemonic device for X and Y. That's what I need. Fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's enough fixing for now. That's enough fixing for now. I will leave it there. We'll make a note. Hey, Casey, how you doing? Treats from the sky. Oop, it's turned off. But he got very excited. Anyway, because he hears the springs. How you doing, Casey? And treats on camera. All the things. Imagine that. We will get there. Let me just make yet another note for myself in my... Oh, God, it's like 40 items long. Agenda of things that I shouldn't ignore for as long as I do. Fix Maker 2 Buddy overlay to put time above game time. And slightly shrink level info. Boom. There, it's in there. To be ignored. HUD watching you put it on your head. Yeah, he was... Oh my God, he's looking at me crazy right now. I'll do this, and then we'll do that. I'm not getting DK64 out of this. Thanks. The popular tab is a mystery to me. That was not a good music level experience in any way. Oh, I can probably DK Island from DK64. Let's see if we can find that really quick here before we do cat stuff. Oh, hi, hot dog. DK Isle. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't getting that at all. It was awful. It was awful. Glue dry. Oh yeah, I like it. I put some zip ties on here for strain relief on the new one. And then a little bit of glue in there to keep them in place and keep them tight. So that hopefully they can prevent it from breaking for a little while. Or not, who knows. We'll see. Pud came up and started tapping on my arm like, hi. Hi, is it treat time? Is it treat time? I'm pretty sure I saw you pick up the thing that tells me it's treat time. So is it treat time or am I crazy? OBS didn't crash? Good. I hope that that era of problem is over. Would like that. Pud, would you like to be weird at me? Well, we have the camera ready here. Let's see. Oh, did the bot go? The bot did go! Yay. Pud is crazy, but also he's right. He's a little crazy. Pud. Do the thing. Do the thing to the arm. Do it. Don't just nuzzle me. Do the thing that you just did where you poke me. Where you're not sure if it's going to happen or not, so you poke me for attention. Fine. I will put the thing into its almost too tight. Oh, why is the other one not opening? Oh, I think I tightened up the screws too much on this thing that it goes into. And now it goes hard. One of them still clamps. It just makes me nervous. It should be really, really easy to fix. Yeah. Okay. Fingers. Oh, dog, how you doing? He's been really nice lately. See? Okay, that wasn't nice. But, like, he's receptive of petting. Usually, he wants treats. Or he's tired and doesn't want petting. You just want me to look dumb? He does. But it's been nice. It's been real nice to just pop up on him and he just like closes his eyes a little bit like, hi, please pet. For him to finally be nice and like me. Now, would you like a ride, hot dog? Would you like a ride to your next destination? He says yes. Yes, but I wish it was better. Oh, hot dog. Yeah, hi, Crackers. He likes the treat taxi. Hot dog. If I have to do Uber Eats to survive for long enough to... will you come with and help me get better tips? I bet he would. I bet if you brought a cat with you in a little bag, you were like, here's your food. Here's my cat. Do you want to pet him? $5. I bet a lot of people would give me $5. Or they would report me. They would probably report me. Excuse me, this is my 5th delivery order today, and I am pretty sure that guy ate some of my fries, which I did, and took some of the burrito ingredients out and ate them because it's really small, which I did. And also he had a cat with him that was chewing on burrito stuff that he said I could pet and feed some of the burrito to. But the cat seemed full of burrito, because he is. For unsanitary food situations. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine the person getting stuff on Uber Eats who is like, oh my god, my sub-minimum wage slave did not have sanitary conditions in their car. Even though Uber Eats doesn't provide it for them, I expect them to spend their tip money that I give them on buying hermetically sealed containers to put my food in. Even though it's just given to them on a plate, because that restaurant doesn't even know it's delivery food, so they steal it out the back. Your food from everywhere you've ever gone to has already been terribly unsanitary and mishandled by disgusting and underpaid people who hate you. Or at best are ambivalent towards you and hate most of their life. Their water machine has mold in it everywhere. Their ice machine has mold in it everywhere. They use their hands when you are not looking in the kitchen constantly. They do not care. And then when you give it to an Uber Eats person who has to smell it all day, they're going to touch it. If there are fries, they're going to eat some. And if you have a problem with that, go to the restaurant and get the food yourself. And it will still be unsanitary. But you will have the correct number of French fries. Yeah, I see just the craziest shit on Reddit. Just in my local city subreddit of people just being nasty about Uber Eats drivers. But I don't know why you checked out so early today, bud. Buddy, if your Uber Eats driver seems like they're taking a little too long, it's because the app is pushing them to do 2 deliveries or some other dumb shit. It's almost always because everything about that whole situation is miserable for everybody involved in it. Not to mention the fact that you're paying in miles on your car. Boy, it would be nice to have a regular job. Yeah, job market feels like it's collapsing, so I'm definitely going to be ranting about that. Forever, even more. Oops. Oops, did you get it? No, I got more. Oh, don't go on the... Well, at least get it then if you're going to get it. Crackers, I guess you finish it off. Yeah, that's like Starlight is a little bit of a food hypochondriac, food sanitation concern person. I don't understand how anybody on Earth could be concerned about the conditions of their food and then eat fast food. That's the craziest thing on Earth to me. Nobody cuts more corners than fast food and pizza places. There you go. You guys gonna get high? Oh, do you want some drugs directly out of the hand? Here's a little... Hey, hot dog. Don't you want a little lick? Lick of the good stuff? No? Fine, then you're going to get pet. He squeaked. He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready to get pet. Okay. I changed categories, right? Okay, good. Whew. Although maybe not good. Although, you know, it's been slow starting out for a while. That's okay. We'll do some verses. Unsanitary food situations. Complete. Nice hoodie. Thanks, Jerry Bishuit Racer. It is a hoodie. Got Phantom on it. Space is too big. I didn't want it that way. I almost like that. I regret looking at popular. 46 likes in popular. Oh, popular weekly. Ah, that's why. Does it save my previous search stuff? Weekly ranking, all-time rank. Or is weekly the default? Weekly is probably the default. Weird that those are the only choices, but that's Nintendo. I don't use food delivery service apps anymore. Yeah, we use it very rarely. You ordered from delivery from the place across the street, waited an hour, called and asked where our food was. They were stammering like we have not been waiting for an hour. They tipped me out. I mean, that's... Delivery less. Oh, from the place across the street. Is it a tall... Maybe it's a tall apartment building. Had your food in the next 5 minutes. Maybe they just fucked it up. Maybe they just got too much. Was it one of the ones where their only delivery is through the thing? You get put into popular weekly if you get like 30 likes in 2 days. It was not very good. Well, you called it in. You called in the order. Okay, goddamn. That's a hard one. That's a hard one to think of any excuse for other than the person you called wrote it down and then got distracted or had to shit and they ran away. But I mean, people are still people. They're gonna fuck up. But yeah, every time Heidi will do it because she doesn't want to make a phone call. But then you look at it and then you look at the menu on their website or on their Facebook and it'll be like, okay, if we do it with the fucking Uber Eats, it's $70 goddamn dollars. If we call them and go pick it up, it's $30. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Give me $40 and then I'll call them and go get it. I would imagine though with the job market getting stiff, it's easier to pay people less. So the people working in those jobs for barely survivable wage or not a survivable wage are going to get worse and worse. Like that's one of those things. Where the worse the work is and the more people want to do it, man, the worse people you're going to get doing it. Especially when there's alternatives like fucking Uber Eats. And you've got a burrito taxi option, they'll just be like, no, people will just do that. It's okay if there's a little bit of an idiot on the phone. Kitten Kong, how you doing tonight? It's a cute little moon. What the fuck? What is this fucking level? This is a terrible level for versus. Am I going in a circle? Going in a stupid circle. Two of them found it. We gotta go back and look at that. Kevin, how you doing tonight? Yeah, queue's open. Thing is started. The House of Confusion. What an awful level for versus. Puzzle solving in hours. They knew what they did. Let's go look at that in single player. It is nice though, Casey, if you have an experience like that you can call them, and it really sucks to get somebody stammering and not being like, oh, we fucked it up. But they probably knew what they did, and then they tried to make it right. Maybe even were honest with their coworkers at least. But man, when a third party gets in the middle of that, like Uber Eats, you just get yeah, I can play Test Friends level, drop it in there. We're gonna go look at that first quick, and then we'll go take a look at it. I want to know what the hell was going on in that fucking level. The newest one. Yeah, we'll take a look at it in one sec here. The house that has confusion room. Really? Really? Peaky. Yeah, you get Uber Eats in the middle of it, and all of a sudden it's, oh, they must have fucked it up. Oh, they must have touched it. Oh, they did it. Oh, they did it. Oh, they did it. And there's nothing you can do. And they might be right, but also, if you work a shit job and it sucks, the absolute easiest goddamn thing is to just blame the third party. Even in a normal job, that happens constantly. Even in an IT job, that happens constantly. Once you mix a third party in there, it's everybody pointing at everybody else. It is an accurate title. I feel like this is a loop. Oh my god. These pipes don't loop into each other cleanly. Silent Boy, how you doing tonight? Yeah, so it's pick a pipe with no consequences. Which I guess is slightly better than pick a pipe, but not in a way that matters. My little teleprompter desperately want to place a mouse cursor on a check. Had a similar experience with a pizza place a few years back. We ordered pizza. They said it would be to us in an hour, and then they forgot. Yeah, and they forgot to punch it in. Maybe turn on comments? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it tells me something. Yeah, the decorations are supposed to be some kind of landmark, but nothing has directed me towards anything specifically, it looked like. I think we'd be happier in the future. Fake? Really? Really? And then what? There's more confusion here? Yep, nope. What? Fake flagpole room, for some reason. Yeah, wow. Didn't look at the pizza before you accepted it? Oh, and it had been It had been out? Looked like it had been sitting on the counter for 2 hours, and you didn't look at the pizza before you accepted it, took it, had to reheat it. Eating it made you sick. I don't order from there anymore. Yeah, I know, you're not, there's a lot of things you're not supposed to eat if they get left out. And I know pizza is one of them, but I have eaten pizza that has sat out so many times, and really, out of dumpsters, a lot. Little Caesars. Little Caesars in the winter. That keeps a pizza edible for a while. Because I already know you don't like precision. Depends on the precision experience, but ultra precision stuff or very difficult precision stuff, I have a low enjoyment. Let's take a peek there. Dear Bishubi GW5. Yeah, you know, you don't want to flood out that queue that's got that level in it. Just that one. Just the one level. But that said, I absolutely can see how pizza could make you sick. You know, it's fucking cheese. Greasy cheese and fruit sauce, kind of sugary fruit sauce, and then a bunch of other random shit. Attractive to bacteria. On the counter in a pizza place, too. Pizza place is probably warm. Multiplayer versus one. Newest one? The multiplayer versus one. But there's only one of me. Reach the race to the finish to collecting various power-ups. Alright. I will imagine the multiplayer experience. You'd know better than me. But I seem to recall... Why? I seem to recall that there are some pretty specific testing conditions to correctly test multiplayer versus. Case, thanks for dropping something. Because if you just do it, oh, this is why. Found a soft lock. I wondered what that Y comment was. This is what that Y... Oh. Oh! I had no way to see that coming and was gonna restart. But I spent time bitching and laughed. This is just me being pissed because this did not get any place in multiplayer versus. Yeah. Is it tagged? Yeah, it's tagged. Maybe puzzle solving is often excluded in multiplayer versus. Maybe it's worth pulling out of there. Is the multiplayer stuff fake? Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, hang on. What happens? So then somebody goes in here. Somebody has to... Somebody has to be the one to open the door for everybody else. And they are the one who gets it. That's really great. That's actually really, really great. I wonder if it got booed out of multiplayer versus. Let's do this. Kevin, thanks for dropping something in there. There we go. I want to know what's on the other side here after Luigi sacrifices himself. Pipes are fake? Oh. Local multiplayer won't work. The pipes are fake. Oh, is there something else that happens in actual online multiplayer? I guess we can just look at it in the editor. I just wanted to see if there was something. Where's his start button? He doesn't get a start button. Oh, they're literally fake. And now he's up there. Yep, now he's up there. Aww. I wanted to see what we were doing. So is there no, I guess it works fine in single player too. Just confusing. They explicitly set up so the person sacrificing wins. Yeah, that's funny. That's real funny. I played one that had like a fake out like that was just telling you to be nice, but then it was basically just whoever got out front wins. Thanks, Nintendo. Co-op list. Co-op list. That's weird. Why did it have a world record for 4 players? Do the levels store a different time for world record when you clear it with 4 players? When you clear it in multiplayer? Versus not multiplayer, or does that just show as the head for some reason instead of your me? Weird. That's weird. Thanks, Maker. Yeah, I'm guessing, well, you know what it is. Oh, doesn't even count as world record? You know what it is the 3 people who lose in this level after the pipes are revealed to be fake get mad and boo it every single time, and then it falls off after it gets played twice in multiplayer. Or did it never get it? It literally... Maybe the puzzle tag? That would be my best guess. Is that it seems like some tags are excluded from multiplayer. I would guess maybe the puzzle solving tag gets excluded. That would be my best guess. Because you almost never see Auto Mario. Yeah, you almost never see Auto Mario tags in multiplayer. And you very rarely see single player tags in multiplayer. That would be my guess. Maybe puzzle solving is also excluded, and that's just not one you think about. Next. Oh. I wish it were possible to get a pile of people together easily to, like, play multiplayer. BJV. Oh, maybe it was me trying to do, you know, too much, and what I should have been doing was putting it on somebody else who wanted to do multiplayer versus, because there was one guy who used to want to do it all the time. I should have told him to get a room going once they had 3. I'll go in there and just put it up and be like, oh yeah, I'll pop in as soon as there's 3. Then it wouldn't have been waiting for getting people to say they want to do it, and then you get the room set up and then nobody joins. I feel like you might have played this already, but we'll see. Looks like I did. This one got a lot of likes. Wow, wow, wow. Not part of a balanced breakfast. How many things did you make that we didn't? If I remember it. Then we'll find something else if I remember it, or I'm dumb. But it looks like I finished it. How you do it? That's how you do shell jump. Oh no, no shell catch? Turn comments back off. Oh, reset, that's why. Dirt. Why didn't you spell crisp with a okay. Perfect execution of a shell jump. Ooh. Oh god. Thank God for reset doors. Because it's KC. Oh, KC, Cooper Crisp. I get you. You put too many K's next to each other and then you're in trouble. After 2. After 2 and you have a problem. Get away from me. I would like to recommend a semi-solid. They had a nice setup for this one. Ooh, I do this. I like that there's 2 on-offs there. 1 on-off is hard to hit sometimes. Especially when it's 1 on-off in between spikes. Yep, yeah, I slid. See, that's the problem with bringing old levels. Ow, to an idiot. Oh. To an unemployed idiot with bad luck. And like, if I'm trying to slide into something I'm not supposed to get into, I'll say it. When you've been playing Super Mario World, it makes Mario Maker in Super Mario World style feel really heavy. Oops. And then I do that over and over again. You can't have closed floors like the first one. Can you not get away with a semi-solid for some reason? I feel like a semi-solid. About that one, it doesn't work. Oh, he's still got a cloud on top of him. Oh, but you need room for him, probably. Semi-solid would probably work, right? That was a different mistake this time. How about the semi-solid? Yeah, I mean, never sure, but I feel like it might work. I want to hold jump there. That's wrong. Back hurts. I have found another problem with the floor. Oh. Well, at least it doesn't blow up on you if you ride it all the way to the top. I forgot. I forgot how to Mario make. Oh. Reset doors are nice. Could also stack it on Chain Chomp, but I'm not sure you can kill the Chomp without killing the bomb. Oh, maybe. Maybe it'd be more complicated. I think you could. Oh no, doesn't the Chain Chomp spawns right next to it until he lands or whatever, doesn't he? I feel like as long as it's not the exact same tile, you could probably make it work, but it might be a big hassle. Semi-solid might work. Wow. Hang on. Was that real? No, show me how to do a shell jump again. User comment. Why won't it show it? Why won't it show this comment? God. I'm gonna turn them off. I really wanted that person's instructions on how to shell jump. Ugh. Step 1. Take the turtle shell into your hands. Step 2. Jump up into the area indicating open spot on the right. Step 3. Release in the middle of that area, facing towards the way that is open. Congratulations, you can read. I wonder how many people played a lot of Mario games and never thought about a shell jump at all until they ran into them. In Mario Maker. Like, I wonder if there's like a large cadre of people like who feel like shell jumps are like wave dashing, where they're like, no, that's cheating. This was never intended in Mario. I don't know. I kind of always wanted to like see what was over stuff in everything. Well, because it was a comment, so you're reading it. I always want to know like what's up, over, on top, places that you can't really get to. So shell jumping just kind of felt like a natural thing to pick up eventually. But like it just happens when you're trying to get places. Point. Wrong. Incorrect. Okay, now we're doing more stuff. Decorative fireballs, I guess? What are they doing up there? Yeah, I think they're just decorative. Oh, wait, hang on. Hang on. We left him in there. Could we get an extra shell? Oops, light P-switch stuff. Yeah, if we land on that way... Oh, no, he's gonna go in the, Yeah, he's gonna go in that little spot there. And I don't think we can get the shell out. Input reader still broken. Works for PC. That's why it worked yesterday. Esports. Esports. I'm still going to use it because it kind of works and I think it's really funny. I could just use the old controller, but it's much nicer. Oh, what's broken? The thing with the cat thing. It's something's not filtering correctly, so it's outputting incorrectly. Tomato. Yeah, I got tomatoed. Outputting incorrectly and with an extreme delay and missing a bunch of it. Yeah, it kind of works. Works a tiny bit. Less useful. I'm pretty sure that it was one of the firmware updates for this that I did while I was playing Hollow Knight. Because it was occasionally disconnecting, that changed some of how they were communicating. With the controller. And that, I don't know. It still passes through just fine. It still works fine on the Switch, but whatever is being used to capture that data isn't the right way anymore. Which sucks. Maybe the developer's waiting for one to arrive? I don't know if they're out of stock on Amazon. That might be why. 8-Bit-Do Pro 3? I tried! They did not make a reversion to the original, to the stock version that they ship with, which is really annoying. Oh, they're in stock. I don't know. Well, maybe the guy's not in the US. Yeah, I would like to. I would very much like to. I guess I could ask 8-Bit-Do if they could send me the original firmware. Maybe they can. Maybe they can provide me the whatever stock firmware they had previously. But they do offer the ability to flash backwards in the app. But they only show firmware level above the one that it was on when it shipped. Which is annoying, because yeah, I would just go back and let it have issues on PC. Yeah, I should do that. Bit-Do support. Stream Rewind is here. What's this weird email Twitch just sent me? Okay, I'm not gonna be the guy who checks his email in the middle of a stream, but what is this? Viewers can pause, rewind, and resume your stream. Cool. Automatically enabled for channel subscribers and turbo viewers. Oh my god, why do you have to fucking gate shit? Why do you have to gate shit, stream? Like, that's cool. I'm glad that you guys have that. It was already possible to go and watch the VOD in progress somehow, so maybe that was part of the feature testing. But it's really depressing that they rolled it out widely and are like, let's fucking gate this feature. Let's make him fucking pay. Nobody on Earth is gonna be like, oh, finally, rewind. I'm gonna fucking pay for Twitch now that there's rewind. No one's gonna pay for that. Ow. But it's gonna piss people off. You know what might have made me eventually want fucking Nitro on Discord is slightly less Yeah, it's possible already, just more, it's possible just more buttons, which hopefully didn't get worse or doesn't get removed or deprecated. Is eventually wanting to share more content on Discord would have made me want Nitro. And when they upped the file size limits from 10 to 25, it was suddenly much easier to share some types of video content without having to fucking run it through something. Then they dropped it back down to fucking 10 megabytes. Fucking that guy. Yeah, mean ending troll. I'm gonna make Super Mario World hacks if you're gonna be like that. Is he gonna walk this way? No, he's gonna walk that way. Give me that. Yeah, maybe. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll be one of those cool things where we're allowed to do stuff with it, but if it's something where Twitch is hoping to monetize off of it, they would lose 1,000 viewers to get 1 Nitro subscriber. I don't even understand why Twitch is so profit-focused when I feel like a massive archive of gameplay videos that they own has got to have an almost infinite value to fucking AI twits, and I'm sure we already don't have rights to it. And, like, I don't like it, but I feel like, dude, just be the platform that wins. I feel like there's a real argument to be made there, so we want to be the ones who have all this. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, and the only reason why I picked up affiliate at all is I know a lot of people want to participate that way, but I had a job and was a real person at the time. Real contributing member of society, so I figured it's fine. You know, there's ad block anyway. And then you can participate with in-system donations and all that, all the money things that they get half of, but people refuse to stop doing that. People really love to just keep using the thing no matter what the cost is. Okay. And they also were starting to do experiments on running ads on unaffiliated channels, which meant, okay, I'm getting fucked either way. I know you can you can offboard from affiliate and just not have to deal with it. Then you lose all the stupid other things, all the emotes and everything. But it's just frustrating. It feels like one of those things where we should be able to pay. We should be able to give them money. Be like, hey, guess what? Here's $10. There's no way you make more than that on ads on channels that aren't partner per month. I give you $10 per month. Everybody who watches the channel has turbo for my channel only. That's it. You watch the channel, you don't get ads. It's that easy. That's it. No ads on this channel. Tell me what you're making on the ads. Only do it for non-partners. And let me pay it. If it's not much, I bet it's nothing. I bet it's fucking nothing. Let me pay double so I don't have ads. That would make me really happy. Nobody wants it. Nobody wants it. Nobody consents to ads. I'm really tired of pretending it's a necessary evil, because it absolutely is not. Oh, well, how do you think things can stay free? They steal your data and sell it. Tracking pixels that tell everybody what dildos you buy, and every single thing that you've ever bought and ever done on the internet that gets tied back to some really weird record that one goddamn company maintains. Good crackers. Whatever, 2 companies maintain. That's how you pay. We've paid. Everybody paid the toll. No more tolls. Tolls are over. No more ads. 21M, EKH, BNG. BNG. Hey, I typed it. What's wrong here? Did I type it wrong? EKH, 21M, EKH, EKH, BNG, BNG. I'm pretty sure I typed it right. 21M, H. Look for Maker real quick. For Maker is real quick, yeah. Yeah, if it's older, you might be able to find it on find the Maker on Maker Central, or at least the Maker ID on Maker Central, if you remember the name of the course. Ooh, look at that. We stopped Endless Normal the second we got the Phanto hoodie. That makes sense. Super Expert is not low because I'm really bad at Super Expert. The Expert and Super Expert problem is that I get interested in something and I leave. they reuse codes? Probably not. I feel like it would be hard for them to delete, like to mark a code as clear to use again, and they would just keep counting up. It'd probably be possible for them to patch in code reuse. And we flushed it. We flushed it right after 1,000. That's great. That's to keep me from ever going back. No, that was a mistake. Endless normal is not a necessary component of life. If we go into expert, though, I will keep one. I'll get stuck on something and want to play it. It would be pretty funny. Esports. You used to see trolls with the side of spaghetti. You used to see pretty often that people would, oh my god. People would run into their own levels in multiplayer versus. To the point where it seemed like maybe it tries to do it, like 1 in a million or something, 1 in 1,000. TM. Or maybe there was some like survivorship bias there with like large streamers who also make levels, running into it just because their level was popular or something. Oh, now that time it was me. 3RC YTM MFG. Right. Trolls with a side of spaghetti. That is old. Back in 2021. Mario doesn't go in red pipe. Okay. Collab with Kevin Kong. Have fun, V16. I remembered I made a collab once. Most of the overworld sections are mine, except the start and one other section. All right. Sword. Nope, I did not immediately dodge something. Oh, okay. I did not immediately dodge everything. I dodged something. Old trolls. That did something. Okay, I guess it doesn't matter if I do that, but I don't need to do that. Oops. Oh, oops. Hey, well. Made my life harder than I needed to. Was just curious if it did anything else, so I was watching as I went up. Yeah. That's what that's doing. Oh, that triggers the bomb if you're too close to it, I guess. You put it right there and then stand there. You found out you stole this blooper troll from yourself for a later level as well. Oh, good. How does the blooper troll me? Okay, interesting. Yeah, how does the blooper troll me? That is a bad outcome. Oh, I think I see it. I think I see what the blooper is intended to do. Oof, okay. I try. Oh, never mind. I see what it's supposed to do. I thought if I picked it up from the side, after I lifted it up, I would take damage. But if you slide into it, you take damage. Me jumping on top of the blooper was the thing. Was the solve. I'm still a little tired. I feel pretty much good. Yesterday, when I started feeling sick, it was because I was fucking starving. And I had gone from hungry to, like, hypoglycemic very quickly. I think I was just still... Because I had a huge lunch. So I think I was still just really just depleted from fucking being sick. Slombit, how you doing tonight? Life is alright. We did not finish hiking game. But, you know, Hollow Knight. There we go. I am not interested in that anti-soft lock. Aww. Sports. Life's alright. Applied for a bunch of jobs today, as I do. I set up a bookmark folder so I can really easily check the jobs each day instead of weekly, so it'll be a little bit easier to poke around, or once or twice a week. And a couple of other sites that I haven't been using because it definitely feels like it's fucking falling apart. But other than that, okay, I'm supposed to stay on it. That whole anti-soft lock setup is there to make me nervous. And is fake, probably. Got this new chair. The steel case chair. Fuck off. Which I thought was really, really funny. That it was a steel case fucking medical recliner. What is that? What does that do? Oh, that does still work. Okay. Oh, that, okay. All of that works. There's a lot of ways to do that. Oh. Left. Nice and easy. So then... the whole anti-soft lock is fake. What the fuck? So can I just do that? I can just do that. The bomb was never necessary. Whew. Let me ride. Oh, and then he stays put after. That's crazy. Okay. Doing intro to networks and fundamental cybersecurity. I have an extremely deep hatred of anyone and anything that calls it cyber. Yeah, we really need to talk about cyber. We really need to focus on cyber. You can just say cybersecurity, or you could say cybersec if you want to sound like a fucking dipshit. But saying cyber is like asking... We really need to... We need to what? We need to what? Oh, really need to... Eat? Eat? The rest of the sentence is eat? You need to finish the sentence. You need to finish the sentence. Hi, cutie. Wrong chat. you click into the wrong chat there, bud? Yeah, you might have. Got cute glasses now. Oh, I wasn't sure if that was you or the course. Because a lot of courses do that. You know, you do you. But the only place I hear cyber said cyber is politics. Minor stroke. Why? Why for mushroom? I was supposed to grab the mushroom here. Yeah, I was. RLVG. Thanks for dropping a level in the queue. I think that'll be next up. Can Link break stuff with his head? Link cannot break stuff with his head. Lesson learned. Do you remember me? No, but, you know, so many people flirt with me. You can't get that out with a straight face. Let's see. Wait, hang on. No, actually, I'm definitely not looking at the previous Twitch messages, but I think it was about 1 month ago when you brought me a level. But also Twitch tells me. You will? Uh-oh. Good luck. Glory? Glory. Good luck, Ori. Good luck, Ori. Yeah, I'm making that take longer than it needs to. I think we got a little lucky with some of the setup so far. Oh no, I guess it's not that far. I was gonna say it felt like we were getting close to needing a checkpoint. Doesn't take too long. Oh, yep. RLVG 289. Well, from the messages, it didn't jump out to me, but you were really stupid. And usually if the level's really bad, I use the Twitch's private renaming feature to like put a little parenthetical reminder. Couldn't have been that bad. Maybe I moved on right away. Maybe you bailed before we got to it, so we never looked at it. That's also possible. God damn, I need coffee. I gotta put coffee in. Yeah. Yeah, you always hear politicians rattling about cyber. Honestly, that is the one thing that has made me consider looking at politics more than anything else. It's happened to hear political dickheads be stupid. Not really a job. It would just be nice for just like, you know what? We need somebody who can look at laws about cybersecurity and information technology and be like, hey, old people, this is bad. Hey, old people, this is good. Hey, old people, this is only because advertisers want this. This hurts regular people. That should be a job. Somebody should hire me for that job. You know, for a lot of money. I don't want to do it for regular old people. Only lawmakers. For some bullshit composition class required for cybersecurity. What's composition class in this context? I'm not sure if that's an autocorrect thing or something I'm not familiar with. It's been a long time since I was in school. I went to school for criminal justice, and then dropped out. Why would I do that? I don't understand why I would do that, and it makes me want to go check. But I feel like I'm not going to do that. Go... Say go up? CP1? CP up? God damn it. Pitch Shifter, how you doing tonight? Composition is an English class. Oh, okay, yeah, I went to tech. There it is. There it is. That's how you get them. Pitch, thanks for dropping something in there. That's what that is. That's what happens if you don't do the thing. Okay. Oh. An extra step in there. Yeah, a little tired, but mostly around it. School for forensic science, and then drop the fuck out. I really want to work in criminal justice. I have a lot of assholes. Networks, cyber coding, and IT stuff. Yeah. A little bit of a rough industry right now. But especially if you're just getting started or you're early, I bet it'll be better in a year or two. Or 4. Definitely feels like as much as everybody is going to push as hard as they can on AI, there's going to be a relatively large crash out when like just the slop sludge choking everything starts to make a lot of people pivot backwards like, no, we need people. Ooh, that mushroom is so that I still have a mushroom. Okay, that's really nice. I wonder what the hell that was. Checkpoint. That's cute. That's a cute little mislead. I know it's old. I know it's 2021, but I can't help myself. I feel like the one thing missing there that, well, actually, honestly, it worked exactly as it was, but the one thing missing there, I think, would be some real incentive or something that really feels like it's meant to push me up there. That's supposed to be an anti-soft block, like either a fake lead-in over here or like a blue platform that looks like it's going to lift me up there. Like, it doesn't feel like anything's going to push me into there, or like there's a reason why I would want to go in there. But it also worked exactly correctly how it was, so maybe don't listen to me. Because I thought about it and everything, and I still chose to ignore it. Because why on earth would I go up there? Oh, you guys couldn't see that. Let me transparentify the overlay. Yeah. What if I do that? That worked. That seems correct. Is that cheese? Did I cheese something? Or are we good? Mushroom. No, I was supposed to have them. Okay. How are people doing this troll successfully? How in the hell were you, or your, collaborator doing trolls this successful? That troll successfully in 2021. That's crazy. Physical networking, there'll always be some work in. There will always be people who need to understand how physical networking works and be able to physically interact with the network infrastructure. That bores the shit out of me. There's a little bit of crossover with SEC. That's more interesting, but in general, the physical infrastructure is just less interesting to me. I don't mind server hardware and server build-outs and that type of stuff, but the actual network infrastructure and planning is... Network diagrams are really boring. Get used to it. Get used to it. Learn documentation early, but just force the shit out of me. Okay. So I feel like I used it a little. Came here to say, hi, I have stuff to do. Okay. Hi. I have stuff to do. The level thing on screen is supposed to have the maker name too. It is. But when we pull it up from maker ID, sometimes we don't get the maker name because of reasons. Okay, that was not the answer. Really cooked. Yeah, really cooked with it. I've seen it since then a lot of times, and I don't know. Somehow people do a really good job at tricking you. Chase the mushroom. Back from vacation next week to submit your world again. Cool. No worries. Hope your vacation is fun. Good? Productive? Fun. Probably fun. Fun is the least weird. I struggle. I struggle with vacation. It's hard for me to even take vacation. Was that? Okay, that is fake. But then even unemployment has not felt like vacation. Unemployment has felt like doing a lot of work, and then a little tiny fragment of, oh, kind of feels like vacation. I should just play video games and relax. And then, oh god, I'm gonna run out of money. I'm not getting a job. Nobody's calling, and then it was ruined again. Been good? Being good. My brother's playing your world. He's about to beat it. Nice. It's always nice when... It's always nice when your brother's about to beat it. And you have some warning for it. There's probably a better joke there. Tired. I don't feel loopy. That's good. I can't remember anything that happens in this room, and I am sorry. What? Hey, I had stepbrothers, and they did that loudly. Revision already? Revision while waiting? Okay, don't stand on the fish. Let the first mushroom die, then there's more mushrooms. And then we can leave. Hey, hang on. Oh my god. Oh my god! Talk about splitting the goddamn... Oh my god. Of course there was more. Of fucking course there was more. Oh. You know, if there are clips floating around of somebody falling for all of those, you know, drop them. Drop them in so we can watch it. It worked well enough. It worked well enough as it was. But good god, I can't believe how elaborate that was. Gonna head out. Yeah, you have a good one too. Yeah, have a good one. Enjoy your vacation. Oops. Fox, good evening. Hello. Kemmmi. So we don't actually need to bring a mushroom in here. So the first thing I was doing wasn't cheese, and that just confused me. Ow. I think I could stand right next to that fish and get that first mushroom and just go. Then I'm the least confused. An unethical life pro tip from me. But I'm so ethical. I have principles. I would never harm the man or his institutions. Just leave the fish alone. Just leave the fish alone. Then we get this one. Only coworker I hate has gone to, and have gone to HR over is being moved to your building. Oh no. Oh no. Was the mushroom, all the mushroom fake? Was everything a lie? It's gonna go. Oh. Oh. I missed something there? I think I missed something. First released. Oh, there we go. I beat your own troll when it first released. Ah, there we go. Yep, I really wish there was something I could do. It's none of your guys' fault. I wish there was something I could do with name colors, because when they're all the same, I then ignore some of the messages and think I already read them. Ooh, what are some legal, I can't do anything about that things I could do? Well, there is always the annoying noise things that make annoying people crazy sometimes. Those little annoying things that you can buy on Amazon that make random noises that you could just stick somewhere. And maybe make him want to leave eventually, make him realize somebody hates him. Are you leadership over him, seniority over him, or equal with him? Because if you are in charge of him at all, yeah, you give him everything. Delegate every fucking thing you don't want to deal with to him until he shapes the fuck up or ships the fuck out. He reports to me. Yeah, there you go. I had one guy on a team when I was managing a small team. Managing a small service desk while doing admin work at a place because they fired my boss and were just like, you have to do that now. That's what you do now. One guy was great. One guy did absolutely everything that came in. He was always on top of it. He was a hard worker and he was relatively thoughtful, paid attention. No mushroom. Mushroom's fake. Did a great job. The other guy, he had to be dragged kicking and screaming to do everything, and I kept telling him, like, buddy, you need to start picking stuff up. You need to start taking care of it. I have to jump in and grab tickets and deal with them and then delegate them to you. That's very frustrating. He just would not fucking do it. So I just started assigning him every single thing I didn't want to do and that the other guy didn't want to do. He did like 60% of the tickets and I wrote him constantly. He never got better. But he sucked dick. Yeah, and encourage him to do documentation. Even if you like doing documentation, you can still make him do documentation. Fix everything. I want you to thoroughly document your steps to solve that issue. I don't really want to do that. Nope, I need you to do that. We're doing that. I'm going to use those documents to put together a little knowledge base, or if you already have one, I'm using these to build out knowledge base stuff so that these things are easier to solve for other people. So I need thorough documentation on that. Anytime he's idle. Anytime he's idle. Nope, documentation. Really funny one is just completely jam the fucking gas spring in the chair so that it won't go up or it won't go down. But you should be able to just, you know, start like cranking on it, like raise the chair all the way up, just bash on it a little bit, bash the chair into something a little bit, and then it either won't go up or it won't go back down. Salt. District suspects him of stealing. Goes to work without notice and is not comfortable to be around. Yeah. You guys aren't union, are you? Wait, no mushroom. I generally like unions overall. Big fan of unions. Wish there was IT unions up here at all, but Crackers, you did that on purpose. There we go. But sometimes you get turds in the punch bowl. Aww. Aww. Okay, getting punished for some automation here. Need you to report to me anything he does wrong? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, constructive dismissal sucks. Esports. It's unethical. It's mean. But I also feel like if a guy is suspected of stealing and he sucks, can't you just put him on a performance improvement plan and then, you know, fire him the way that they do? Or just fire him? So what is this claw? This claw is nothing? What is this claw for? I'll get to see a side of me that scares me. Well, fortunately, everybody's got to work, and everybody's got to figure out ways to deal with people who suck. And the really sucky thing is you can't just be like, hey, buddy, you are insufferable. They think you're stealing. You're a piece of shit. Stop it. Shape up. Shape up or ship out. That fish over and over again. You're fucking stuck with them. Okay, there we go. We get there ahead of time. Okay. Yeah, that happened. That happened to me pretty fast, but we got it the next time. Not so fast that I feel like a door doesn't work. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to stand there to see what was going to happen. I assumed it was going to be a mushroom. Oh, do not like. Do not like. Oh, good. Thought it was going to be an ante. Ooh, a big mushroom. Yeah. I've worked with a lot of guys like that. Sometimes honesty can be the best policy, and it can be nice, but especially when office politics run in the middle of it, or that weird thing where it turns out they're related to one of the owners or one of the district operators or the vice principal or something, then you're in a fucking rock and a hard place. There's always somebody like that. I keep waiting there thinking I need to grab a mushroom before realizing what we're doing here. Yeah, when I was working remotely for a company called Support.com years and years ago, way before the pandemic, they reassigned me to Comcast, where all my support went from doing like virus removal stuff and deep dives on computers to restore them without reformatting them to fucking taking phone calls for fucking Comcast. And it was always after people got bamboozled by Indian salespeople being told like, hey, you have to buy this paid. This was back in like, oh, I did it again. Back in like 2010? I'd have to look at my very old resume. It doesn't matter. Long time ago. Long time ago, people were still paying to have computer repair done, that kind of thing. Got moved into Comcast, had to take calls for ISP instead of doing, like, actual work. It was terrible calls for these people who got scammed into, paying for something that 90% of the time they didn't need. They would call Comcast support. Comcast support would be like, I think it's a problem with your computer. You gotta talk to sales. Indian salespeople would piss them off and bamboozle them into buying a service plan. Then they would get to us as the third person in this long chain that involved a big credit card charge for like $300 for a year of service. And we would be like, oh, okay, let's take a look. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything wrong with your computer, but I can't get connected to you. And then in the troubleshooting process, discover that it was actually a Comcast problem that they should have fixed in the first place. Almost always just resetting the fucking customer's equipment. And then they would be furious. Absolutely fucking furious. Hi, crackers. It was a nightmare. I figured out a way to not work. I figured out that I could suspend the call application and it would leave me in the working state for the entire day. And I would do, for a couple of months, I did 1 ticket a day. So I would only have to talk to one person. And then I just stopped doing them. I just switched. I would get it stuck in the ticketing thing and then not do it. My boss was a dipshit and wasn't paying any attention. So when he finally got caught, when he finally realized what I was doing, probably because somebody yelled at him for somebody having really bad stats, and I had put in so many requests to transfer out of Comcast that it was ruining me. I stopped I wasn't getting any of my schoolwork done. That ended up being why I dropped out of college, because it was a fucking nightmare to try and do both at the same time, because it was absolutely fucking killing my soul. Wait. Oh, nope, this was correct. Okay, I was worried I was supposed to go the other way. Good. Moral of the story here. This is a very, very long ramble here. Moral of the story, got written up, very long write-up about how I was in super big trouble, and that if it happened even one more time, I would be instantly terminated and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just sitting there like, okay, yep, okay, because I knew immediately, like, there's no way this guy found out I wasn't working for, like, 5 straight months and didn't get in any trouble. This is fake. The next fucking day, I got transferred out of Comcast into the department that I wanted, which was the overnight department that takes all calls except for Comcast, and nobody ever leaves. And I stayed there until they outsourced all the work to India, which was great. They fired everybody who worked for them in North America. They fired like hundreds and hundreds of people. It was the whole thing. But sometimes being a dipshit can get you what you want, but sometimes it can get you shoved into, go away. A position where you're pissing off probably everybody you work with, because I definitely wasn't pulling my weight or any of that. But where I was kind of going with that is that there are some people who just won't do work in a role, or won't work well in a role, but there might be something that they are actually well suited for, and sometimes you can find that too. Sometimes it's just somebody you can pump garbage into, like that other guy I was talking about who was fucking terrible. Yeah, I have the big mushroom. Hint. What am I missing here? Hint up Y. Yeah, I know, we did this. We figured this out and I thought it was cheese. And then what? Oh! How was I supposed to learn that? Down Y. Okay, you wanted me to come here, do down Y, so that we do that. Okay. Okay. It's a complicated ass hint. This is a complicated ass hint. Yeah, be candid with your boss and ask, I mean, they told you they want to know everything he does wrong. But ask what they need to get rid of him. I'm sure your boss knows that you hate him too. You learned that by the hint. Yeah, hint felt a little complicated, but we figured it out. Yeah, felt like cheese. That's what the claw is for. The claw finally makes sense. Okay. Thought there was going to be something else, but we're fine. Let's stab the fish. Ooh, I could bomb through that ice. I wonder if that's worth doing. Whoa! Gaming. Oh, no! Aw. I thought it was on it. Thought it was on it. Okay, well, at least we learned about the next troll. Okay, I thought it was on it. Well, we have the hint already. Yeah, constructive dismissal sucks. It'd be nice if you could just find the thing that the person would do, but there are some people who just want to do nothing, or as little as possible. And, you know, he will probably eventually go and work for his dad or his uncle or somebody and be fucking terrible for them and be impossible to fire. That's what happens for people like that. They have a safety net, and it bails them out. At least in my experience. Okay. Keep everything straight here. We don't want to get bumped there. We wanted to keep that. I suspect they're building... Oh, I missed that. I suspect they're building a case against the guy. That way his connections in the district board can't help him. Yeah. I think everybody hears and understands, like, nepotism is always bad, but then they think, well, unless I do it, or, you know, it is always bad, but it's only bad if it's nepotism with a bad person. Then they hire somebody that they know is great. Really, Crackers? But it ends up always being bad, no matter how you slice it. Because no matter what, there's going to be some weird power dynamic that makes it hard to discipline that person, even if they are otherwise an effective employee or an effective coworker. And everyone is always going to question, like, well, then, was the raise or was whatever happened because of merit, or was it because you're related to penis balls? Oh, I do have to jump up there. Okay. I made that easier on myself the first time and got away with it. Yeah, it sucks. Always sucks. That's one of the things I do not miss about working in a large org is that there is always some fucking turd. And if there isn't some turd, you're the turd. If you can't immediately think of, in your large team, who the weakest link is, it's you. Bud, what are you doing to him? Okay, go up here. Okay, oh, and then it comes back, okay. The flip around on this, I know I'm a little distracted, but the flip around on this has made it a little tough to get everything together and pay attention and execute correctly. Where are cats? They are on the floor instead of being cute where they should be, and Pud was biting Crackers in the neck real hard. Oh, Box, I have an idea. Just tell him he's fired and be like, yeah, sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't handle it anymore. I know a guy who will do all of his work remotely, and it's me. Nepotism. But the other way. You have to get on the hot tub. I think you have to pay for the button, but they left. They might not hear it. I did it again. Did the job applications for smaller firms, did you do job applications for smaller firms this time, then? Or do you just go back to hating that one person in big firms? I don't know. For me right now, I do any job I can find. Hey, cats. Wow, really? Not one single cat. I pushed the button twice. They must be distracted. They'll come. They'll find him. Oh, hot dog's here. Cat fist. Janine, how you doing tonight? Yeah, it's tough. I've been looking for, I've been applying for roles for big, small, medium orgs, mostly big and medium because small places don't list that much. They kind of, you know, work their connections, work their small groups that they already know. They hire some dickhead that's related to them who's good at computer. Oh, or they hire some fucking MSP. Okay, there we go. Yeah, struggling a little bit with that. Needed to get back down after we dodged him the first time, but we're fine. We're making it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the job market for IT right now is fucking bonkers. And, like, it's gone from, LinkedIn gave me a year of fucking pro. Or a month of fucking pro. So, like, looking at the stats for stuff I was applying for was horrifying. Of just constant fucking... Okay, we want to keep this time. So, do this... Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, he's gonna come back as me. Yeah. Oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you for doing the shout-outs. Oh, good. I'm super smart. Oh, I almost found his up-lock. The segment. Stretching out. Test back and feedback giver of Mario Maker Troll levels. Also, Baldur's Gate. Job market. So, I had a month of pro. And every single job that I'm applying for that I'm well qualified for, that I'm 5 to 10 years of experience in. And I'm applying for stuff that is outside of my exact what I want. I would really like low-level, entry-ish level cybersecurity stuff, as I've been doing that for about 5 years for a small org, would like to do it for a larger org. But I'm also applying for really general identity and access management administrative positions and general sysadmin positions that I am 10 to 15 years of experience in. And they are all getting multiple, like, thousands of applications from people with, also 10 years plus experience and degrees. Degrees I do not have. And it's super disheartening to see that. But what has been happening is the local roles have completely dried up. The local roles within 100 miles of me. And 100 miles of me, I got Milwaukee, I got Madison. They're fucking gone. They're fucking drying up. There's fucking none getting posted. That's what we do. We fall off the donut and then we're fine. I was making that a lot harder than I needed to. Okay. Am I supposed to just react to that? Do they reach? They don't reach over here, so I can just react to that. Okay. And I want to go in the door right away. Right up in Toronto. Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of it's AI and people glomming onto AI. At least down here. But probably it hits you guys too. Up in Toronto. But the economic uncertainty down here and a lot of tech stuff has made a lot of nonsense with hiring, and it's just been rough. It's been absolutely rough. The H-1B visas thing is gonna just throw a fucking wrench in so many things. And, like, there's already people talking about how damaging... Oh, my God. Prepare for the infinite rant. I don't even care. How damaging... wait. Hang on. I really hope there's a checkpoint through here before my brain dies. Oh, no. No. It's the checkpoint. How did you do that to me? Why would you do that to me? Oh... Not sorry enough. That was mean. That was mean. 2021 level that tricked me into running into the fucking extremely suspicious pile of shit. Oh my God. Barnstorm, hi, how you doing tonight? HR telling me the vast, yeah. I saw an article about that something like 50% of things they think are fake. You can kind of tell. You have to take a little bit of time to look at them. If they're like a real organization or if it's obviously a recruiter posted job or it's literally just fishing for information to sell. I didn't remember that not being CP. All versions I saw that was the CP. Mean. Mean. Looks like they changed it after you last played it. Think people think my CV is fake? Oh yeah, so 3 of my last 4 IT jobs. Yeah. 3 of my last 5, I had the same boss. Yeah, yeah. Guy hired me at one place. Then he stole me away to the MSP he was working at. After that place was run by a pedophile. That was the whole thing. That makes that tough too. And then he hired me at another place after the MSP place fell apart. So yeah, I have the same boss listed 3 times, but I also have him listed as a personal reference. But he just kept hiring me, so it seemed. But that might actually look pretty bad. Maybe I should shift some of that around a little bit. Keep getting stupid form letters. Stupid form letters. Wait, what kind of jobs are you applying for? They write you back? People write you back and say that they're not hiring? I'm thousands and thousands of applications deep, and it's not just like easy apply on LinkedIn. I'm oh, maybe they do go to spam. Let me look. It's not just easy apply on LinkedIn. About half of them are going on their fucking website, on their fucking workforce website, making a 500th goddamn workforce account and applying over and over and over again on their terrible forms that don't do a good job of pulling from your resume, and actually applying on employer websites. Where's junk email? Oh, I have a lot of fake auto insurance emails in here. Are you kidding me with this? Like 40 of them a day? What is this? Gmail, what is this garbage? Be annoying to sort through. Yeah, something's targeting me real hard, but it is not working. What is wrong with you? Okay, there was a big bunch last 2 days, but otherwise it's been slow. But no, I have no we're considering other people. I would say about 1 in 100 job applications I get we're considering other people. So maybe I'm yeah, at least it's going in spam. Maybe I'm in a really bad, maybe. I don't know. It really feels like the generalist admin stuff is falling apart and the security stuff is falling apart. There are definitely places looking for people in security, remote and for relocation, but they want degrees and a ton of experience. And I'm hoping that getting certs helps, but I don't know if it will. I'm still going to work on it, but I don't know if it will. But the generalist admin stuff is fucking gone. Is absolutely fucking gone. And I'm talking like stuff I don't want to do, like identity and access management. Yeah, they're gone. The roles are gone. Which is crazy. The dev stuff is rough too. Now is a rough time to be looking. Because so many places are putting a lot of fucking eggs in the my partner is a developer. I don't think she's a senior dev yet, but she's got a good number of years of experience now making software for schools. No, oh god, it is possible the checkpoint's on the other side, isn't it? I'm gonna check. Okay, I was unable to get it. If it was. Oh, you're gonna hurt me. Oh no, you're not. Okay. Damn, I really want to see what's in there. Is it just the three pieces of pipe? I was gonna touch that spike and then be doomed. Oh, there it is. Okay, everything was a lie. was easy. But yeah, good luck. A buddy of mine, director level buddy of mine, said he had really good success after he paid one of those stupid companies $300 to AIify his resume so it was AI ready for fucking AI HR. I'm not willing to do that. I'm not willing to do that. I don't want to pay somebody $300. I think that $300 is better spent on Sec Plus, I'm going to take real soon, than probably Sisa Plus. Aw, whatever. We have the checkpoint. Yeah, it's been rough. It's been really rough. I skip some. Because we would open a position and get hundreds of applications, but they'd only let us interview 2 people. Yeah. I think a lot of places just aren't replying because they literally can't send out that many emails to that many applicants. That's what I was seeing on LinkedIn, is that they were getting thousands for every single thing, even for like, so entry level-ish or entry level, but we want a little experience security roles where you're doing basic analyst stuff and response stuff. With crappy pay, like 50K to 60K a year, I was still seeing thousands of applicants for that. And then for the stuff that actually paid what I would expect was just like many thousands more applicants. Like 1,100 versus like 3,600. And it fucking sucks. Especially because I have a very diverse skill set, and I can demonstrate those skills. But that's got to be hard too, because, you know, if you're doing any remote interviews, you're immediately going to be like, this guy's fake, this guy's a Korean farm, or this guy is going to plug everything we say into ChatGPT and parrot out the right answer. And we have no way to detect that. Hot dog is going to sit on crackers. Yeah, it's been rough. I'm all... Hold jump. Hold jump? Okay, I will hold jump. I don't know why, but I'll do it. You know, if it's just the IT job market so bad, anything AI can do is already, a lot of people are thinking about, well, what can I do to make AI do this? So there are a lot of markets that are getting really bad. But like medicine, medicine will always be valuable. Welding, there's a bunch of physical labor and blue collar stuff that involves manual labor or skilled finger stuff. Welding, machining, that kind of thing. Doctoring, hand thing, surgery. Somebody fucking kill me. Just fucking kill me. Okay, hold jump. That's what we're doing. Okay, it's magic. We're doing magic. Okay. Did not think that would work. Can't reach that one. Okay. Kick it. Oh, that was a bop. Oh, is that a bop? Hang on. Look at how badly Hot Dog wants this. Oh, good boy. Good kitties. But IT in particular. Jesus Christ. Diamonds. Just sitting back in old piles of 2021 troll levels. That was fucking great. That was fucking stellar. The fact that it was a shitty take on Jaws made it even so much better. Oh, man. Now I see. Can't make that work. Okay. Pharmacist makes good money, but we were looking... Heidi was here. We were looking the other day, and the average for Walgreens seems like crazy low. considering that you go for 8 years. Like, I think it's still like 100K. And like Walgreens, Walmart, a bunch of large places that hire a lot of pharmacists have been consolidating their pharmacists into like, to make them do basically as much work as they possibly can. So they are constantly stressed out. We just did our vaccines, and the pharmacist administers the vaccine, and the guy looked like he had just stopped being on fire. Like somebody just put out his whole body from being on fire, and he knew in 4 seconds he was going to be on fire again. Like there was so much, like if I had a gun, I feel like he would have begged me to kill him. And I feel like that's what we see in almost every pharmacy we go in, is they look like they want to die. Okay. And then wait. There we go. Thought I just got lucky the first time. I think I didn't know how to make the Jaws tune correctly. I was like, yeah, close enough. Yeah, it's better. It's better shitty. Oh. Yeah. Oh, is there a mushroom in there that will come if I do this? Does that work? I have to go in the pipe. Okay. Yeah, I thought about this, you know, before even the AI stuff. I thought, go back indoor. I thought, okay, if this falls apart, there are other things that I can do. I can look at engineering, industrial design. I like doing that. I do a lot of that in personal projects with 3D printing. I have a good amount of experience working with that kind of stuff. That'll be fine. I can do that. And if it's really hard to get into, there's a lot of general engineering positions. That's falling apart too. It's falling apart. There's still going to be positions, but they're going to be forever filled by people who already have experience. And the positions are going to shrink as automation makes it easier to have less people doing those jobs. Programming was another one. Oh, Heidi's a programmer. She was a programming educator. I have medium experience in programming. My keyboards are all programmed in C, and you do a lot of work to put the firmware together yourself. I learned a little bit of Game Maker Studio. There's a bunch of things that I've done that are programming adjacent, so I have a good handle on the concept and could probably dive in. That's also falling apart. Everything that I wanted to do, Jaws, everything that I thought I could do are things that are being damaged or devastated by AI. Is that it? And then we go? I have the job I do because my cousin is the golden child in the district. Oh. Oh, the final fish. The final fish feels unnecessary. I think the final fish would be funnier if I did something to release him and then paid the price panicking as I ran away or something. That said, at least you're not shoving me into a horrible anti-soft lock. Almost nothing pisses me off more than the last troll is completely unavoidable and funnels me into a really annoying anti-soft lock and then somehow CP1s me. Esports. The year of the guts did damage that we will never recover from. Yeah, I try to think about that. Like, do I have connections I could work? But I kind of... Oh, go back in, go back in, go back in. I kind of don't. My IT circle is relatively small. My family is bad people. They are not good people. We all had a really rough time getting there, and they landed in a very different place than me, helping people. Yeah, nothing there. So it's limited. And then, you know, partners, family is all English as a second language. None of them are really in tech or tech space. There really aren't a lot of angles I can work. Yeah, good stuff. There's a lot of really, really funny stuff there. That Jaws thing was really, really great. Yeah, a lot of good stuff there. Nothing stuck out unevenly as a collaborative level. Like, nothing felt like this is all definitely this guy, this is all definitely this guy. So it feels like it worked well together and made a nice level. The middle chunk there felt long. The middle chunk between CP1 and CP2 felt like you guys were both trying to fill every single block that you could, and it made, felt like we had a lot, especially since we kind of flipped the switch, and I was distracted for sure. But it kind of felt like we flipped things around with figuring out how to pull the link thing through, and some of the confusion there came from the fact that I accidentally did that once, and then thought that I wasn't supposed to do that, and then discovered I was supposed to do that, and then we kept kind of getting dodged in the worst possible way, but it felt a little long in the middle. I still feel like that section was longer than the other ones. I don't know if we try to factor that out, but I can't. But yeah, very good stuff. Jaws thing was really funny. Oh. Steve made a video about Mario Maker 3, and I really hope people see it and want to play Mario Maker 2 again. So, just hoping. RLVG 289. You said I would remember when I got there, so we shall see. Just watched it. I didn't watch it yet, but I don't know. I expect a long comment. Here, good. I expect I'll have things to say. I expect he's going to talk about what he would like to see in Mario Maker 3, which will then prompt me to be like, no, I have a list. You should talk about these things. We need fast retry. You have an audience. Make another video. Make another video right now where you say, Nintendo, we need fast retry. Look at what my heart rate did. You pissed me off on a troll level. Heart rate goes up a tiny bit. I think about how much we need Mario Maker 3 to have fast retry, and I have a little struggle. I assume it's probably going to be a wish list and trying to predict something. I didn't touch it yet. Here, oh, it's just here's why I think they'll make it? Okay. And Encephalomyeloradiculoneuropathy. Disease that affects the brain, spinal nerves, and nervous system. Okay. Vision. Crackers looks dead. Yeah. Yeah. I dislike the other one that you provided. Look. Let me look here. The Super World with one course. Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah, you were looking for, what was it? Was it you wanted the level with the least clears or something? I remember it pissed me off. Ugh. But then you couldn't, then you still couldn't, you still had a cheesy solution yourself. I remember it pissed me off. It was something in between, like, dev cheese and a really dumb goal or something. Ah, is that so that I'll jump off of that? Weird. Well, no. No. I don't want a clue. Don't make levels. Don't make levels where your only goal is to, like, present them on Reddit and present them to some jackass streamer who needs a hint. Your level should be generally approachable. You shouldn't need a hint to understand what you're doing. I know I'm bitching about piss in an ocean of piss, but that's why I deleted Reddit. Oh no! It's the clue to click exit course button. Ugh. A hint that's gonna save many endless players. Yeah. Waited for more than an hour for you to play it. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna suffer for no reason. I'm pretty sure we probably covered it all last time. But goddamn, you want to make sure that at the very least people understand what you want your level to do. I want to see what we might be doing with that. But I'm guessing that I'm supposed to get him out of there and then grab him over there, but maybe not. Maybe I'm supposed to bounce on him over here. And that's how we get up there. See what that muncher does to him. How's Silk Song been going? Better than the job hunt. Yeah, I'm in Act 3, and my completion rate is... sorry if Act 3 is a spoiler. I feel like it probably isn't at this point. I hope it isn't. I stumbled into it pretty organically. I had the impression from the tiny bit of things I had seen from other people talking about it, I was mostly avoiding it, but even if you're not in the Hollow Knight subreddit or Silksong subreddit, you still see people talking about it on Twitter and anywhere just on your phone. Fucking IGN articles. Fucking IGN article headlines, man. But I got the impression that the last quest in, Silksong spoilers, I guess mute it for a minute. The last quest was Act 3, and then I was like, well, I didn't even get an Act 3 thing. Oh. And then I did the thing, got to the place, did the thing at the top with the fight, the big fight. And then the credits rolled, and I was like, shit, man. So Act 3 was just like a fake thing. Everybody was, okay, so you know, everybody was telling themselves, oh, that sucks. And then I was about to quit. And I was like, well, let me go back and see if anything changed. And then Act 3 started. So even knowing that there was an Act 3, I still got a relatively blind experience plunging into it, which made me really happy. And then it was a lot more than I thought was going to be there. I'm pretty sure I'm at the end of it. I'm pretty sure I'm very close to the end of it at this point. I got a bunch of achievements for, like, there's no more map things to find. Yeah, completion stuff has been... It might be that, but I feel like that isn't really higher than otherwise. Oh, it is a little. I can't imagine. Well, no, see, because I remember the last level that you created, so it is entirely possible you want me to hit him and then grab him and then bounce off the wall and it's some kind of weird shell jump setup. Or that's cheese and you don't want the player to shell jump because you're trying to make a level with the highest possible completion rate that you, or lowest possible completion rate you can get. So your goal is to make something that is essentially esoteric nonsense and you don't want to hear any feedback anyway. Which again, terrible decision made. Yeah, I think we might be able to catch him at the height and go up there, but I don't know if that's really a solution. Oh, you know what? You know what, actually? Even me dicking around here, especially if that's still your goal. Oh, weird. Oh, weird. Oh, God. Do you do that? Do you do that to other people? Were you trying to compliment me to butter me up so that I would suffer your level for longer? Was that a deliberate attempt to manipulate me? That it didn't work. I thought I might have viable feedback or there might be a conversation, but then you didn't have anything to say. But I'm guessing your goals are still the same and you're just not defending them because you don't want to get yelled at. I don't think what you expect of the player here makes any sense, and I feel like you have room to indicate it. But I think that one, I'm pretty sure you're trying to manipulate me, and I hate that. But two, I think watching me stumble around here and try to sort it out might actually help you in your terrible goals to make levels with low clear rates, which is the dumbest fucking goal. And you have to be 18 to watch. Are you under 18? If you're under 18, you have to tell me. It's illegal to lie to an adult, little man. Nice. Little man? Thought it was funny. Yeah. I don't know. I guess for me, jokes... jokes are supposed to be funny. To more than just you. But you'll get there. You keep trying. You weigh 340. Big man, I guess. I obviously meant little man in the age way, but cool. Can you lift 340? Or you just weigh 340? You even lift, bro? What a weird way to respond to somebody calling you a little kid. I'm pretty sure you can be 17 and 340 pounds. H7. Oh wait, I started typing that. Volcano Joe, how you doing tonight? Pitch shifter. You're up. What up? How you doing tonight? Like when people call me Big Terabyte? Nope. I hit next, and then there were other things from the bot, and then my brain falls apart. H7F. 3Q, 9VF. And it wouldn't be a problem if my fucking bot over here would refresh. But it doesn't. Sports. That's a little weird Mario emote. I like that. That's a good emote. A good emote. How come I can't just click on it and steal it? That's what I want. Well, that's a good clown car too. Yeah, look at those are good emotes. And the frog. And that is a toad. That is a toad emote. Hey, Kevin, thanks for dropping in. Yeah, the level was really good. We'll see you next time. We'll see you later. Whew. Man, whatever you think just kind of falls out of your mouth. Who, my mouth or his mouth? But, yeah, sometimes. Yeah, especially when I'm tired. Lady Oscar. Here's a translator. If it were a flower blooming in the grass without a name, it would be fine if it could just sway in the breeze. That emote took so long to make. Yeah, I have one of those, but nobody likes it. But I like it. Oops. I think I missed something there. I missed something there. Got stuck. No, I don't think I missed context there. What was the context for 30 pounds per year in Volcano Joe? Or 20? Oop, okay, okay. I don't think you absolutely... One up, thanks for dropping something in there. I don't think you... Oof. Yeah, I don't think you absolutely need a throw indicator. Yeah. No, I mean, there's a muncher and I'm falling on it. I should just throw it. I just felt like I should hang on to it because I hung on to this. I'm guessing this one is not a nursery rhyme, huh? Hate myself. Reminds me a lot of late 90s like PC platformers. Mason, okay. Damn it. That will make me not hold jump. Oop, okay. Thought it would take me a little longer to get on the boot. Yeah, a little bit of like the Jazz Jackrabbit kind of thing. But I think that's just that, whatever that lead noise is supposed to be. Fart guitar. Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Little short, but you know, you're probably working with all the space you have. Or I got better. I'm too good. That's what it is. I'm too good now. Good stuff. We have been getting close to one-shotting him, and I don't know if it's just that I'm... Or one-shotting him once in a while for yours, so I don't know if that's just that I'm getting used to your style, or... Hollow Knight's making me better. But yeah, very close to the end. Sounds like you are too, Barnstorm. Silk Song has grown on me, but I still think they made very bad choices in the beginning about the difficulty that became clearer as I got deeper, because it wasn't just that I got better at the game got easier. It's like front loaded with difficulty bad. Which is a little disappointing. If you're active on Reddit, I am sorry, but the Metroidvania communities and the Silk Song Hollow Knight communities have been just doing the dumbest arguments about the definition of Souls-likes, or Metroidvanias, and Souls-likes, and how Hollow Knight fits into it and Silksong fits into it, and it's just, it'll never end. It'll never, ever end. Volcano Joe, what do you want me to take a look at here? I love Souls-like games. I like when Souls-like elements get smeared creatively on Metroidvania games. I think that difficult experiences are extremely fun. But extremely difficult experiences are not very accessible, and I think it's very easy for developers to make difficult experiences more accessible. Very easy. And even if your design goals are extremely difficult experience, you can still encapsulate that in lower difficulty. Yeah, Act 1 has had all the problems. Everything in Act 3 so far has been good tough. Everything has been that really delicious, tasty tough. I'm on the ant right now, ant boss, and I don't love the stupid bunch of enemies beforehand making me have to be really careful. I still don't like the choices that they've made around tools, and it also feels like some of the fights are built not to use ammo. Like the ammo's free in Dreams, so it's like, really? So why couldn't you guys just be consistent with your bad choices about hurting me and wasting my time? But that's its own rant. Probably the most recent one, right? Not to her, but then yeah. I found the guy over there, the guy who runs. I feel like if you're at 90, you're not gonna get mad about a spoiler. I assume the final boss is gonna be the knight, but I have no idea. I hope it is. I really hope it is. Nothing makes me happier than a game that does that. The third Blaster Master Zero entry. I mean, huge spoilers if somehow you love Blaster Master but didn't play it. The final boss of the whole, like, re-envisioning of the series was either the original tank from the Japanese NES game, or you play as that tank and kill the tank that you've been playing as in the last 3 games, and it was such a fucking cool thing to just drop everything and be like, which one do you want to be? Do you want an insanely hard final boss fight, or do you want a very easy final boss fight? And it was super fucking cool. But I really like that. I really hope we get to fight the knight. Don't tell me, but I hope so. But besides that, I think that's the only real spoiler, whatever the last thing is. But it's probably going to be really annoying. It's probably going to be the fucking Radiance somehow. Yeah, the dream fight's not using shards is really nice, but I've already, like, hard committed to the Wanderer crest because the DPS is so high, which also feels like a failure. It feels like they've made a lot of bad choices on encouraging the player to stay away from systems that they built for the player. Like, it's just, there's so much of that where it's just like, why are you guys like this? Why are you guys like this? I feel like it's a very good game. There's a lot to explore, and I really like it, but I think they made bad choices about difficulty that will harm the overall accessibility to a lot of people. And I think they made bad choices about the difficulty that even harm people who like difficult experiences that would have been easily resolved if they had a really good design direction, which they did not. They shit the bed. They shit the bed on it. And people do not hold them accountable for it, and that will impact everyone for a long time. I like hard games. I like Souls-like experiences, so it's not going to hit me as hard. Yeah, it's time wasting. It's not respecting the player's time. And that's one of those things that they don't seem to be able to get a good handle on. What the fuck do you actually want me to do here? This is stupid. Yeah, there were so many runbacks that took almost a full minute. Lace 2, the fucking judge, obviously. Holy shit, that was stupid. And they try to argue. Like, I saw that article where they were like, well, you can go somewhere else. Really? You want me to go dig around in the hardest area in the game, the most annoying area in the game, and the hardest area available right now, to see if I can find a secret back entrance to the rest of the game? I found it. And then I went back to do the judge because it felt like, oh, this is a sequence breaker. This is an alternative path that I'm not supposed to be on yet. But I still, had to do the judge at some point. I assume if I went too far, I would lose access to the fight. And I didn't want to lose access to the fight, and it was just... For the most part, that was a hard wall that they just stick the player in. Lace 2 was rough. There was another one that was... the end of Act 2 boss fight was very rough. That actually, even if you're going really fast, was almost a minute because of how long it took to challenge the boss. And if you fought the first sinner, I stumbled into that fight pretty early in Act 2, right after I got the double jump. And was excited. It was a fun fight. It was a difficult and fun fight. You wake up right outside the room, which is a very nice consideration, but then your tools don't fill up. Why the fuck are you doing this to me? Why are you making me go back to the goddamn bench to fill my tools up? You're filling my health up. Couldn't you just treat it like a bench? Couldn't you just put a bench here and have me wake up on the bench? Or just put a bench right next to the door if you're gonna do that? Like if it's supposed to be some... I don't understand. I don't understand. Yo, I hate this. There's no way I can run under them, right? Okay, let me try. Maybe I'm supposed to, maybe I am scrolling the camera too fast, and that is causing them to generate an impossible pattern. But, you know, if you're gonna set something like that up. I hate this. Yeah, I like the Witch Crest now that I have it. Holy shit. I was not prepared for that. I'm pretty sure you should. I know they gave me an option not to pick up the screaming thing, but for the love of God, fuck you. I enjoyed the challenge of doing the final boss, or the Act 2 boss, with the curse. But the run back made that really annoying also. Yeah, some of the challenges are legitimately great too. That's what makes it really tough. And the other thing that makes it really tough is almost all the conversation that you find about it right now. Literally constantly I see on the fucking subreddit is people criticizing the difficulty and then someone being like, be honest, it's the difficulty. And then immediately somebody trying to qualify the difficult experiences that they've gone through, and then people just shitting on them. And it's like, why the fuck are people being like this? People can criticize this thing that you like without it being an attack or a total skill issue. I'm avoiding wading into it too much now, but I'm gonna get clips. I'm gonna get some clips of some of the Kaizo fucking Super Mario World stuff that I've done and been like, here, look at this. This is the thing I did. Go do this and then you can talk, or shut the fuck up. Slightly related. Yeah, maybe I didn't engage at all with the Hollow Knight community early on. So maybe I'm wrong here. But it feels to me from seeing the discourse around it is there's a couple of things going into it. Is I think gaming journalists are afraid after all the drama around that one time a game was too hard and they were giving it bad reviews. Was it Elden Ring? I don't think it was Elden Ring. There was something that happened and it was a big controversy. So it's one of those things where they're afraid to be like, it's bad because of this, because they don't want to go against the grain. And that, combined with humanity's exposure to Donald Trump and his argument style, has made people really awful online. And I'm not somebody who shies away from debate, but I've always tried to recognize conversations or interactions with people, even people that I'm friends with, people that I like who are really debatey, and people whose only goal is to get the dunk, whose only goal is to fucking use everyone around them like a scratching post. I don't really want to have conversations with people where they have no goal to learn, they have no goal to understand the other person. Their only goal is to be like, I'm gonna own that bitch. And it feels like that has gone from like 50-50 on the internet to like 100%. Honestly, 100%. And I'll even catch myself in it like all the time. Like it seems like it's worse. It feels like everybody's worse and it makes everybody worse. And even if you're cognizant of it and you want to not be worse, it's hard to not fall into it. And it's rough. It's really rough. It feels like all of that stuff is together. What? Why was that one jump the hardest thing in the entire level? Joe! I don't mind the precision experience that you have here, but the setup for that one thing with the munchers and the piranha plants there at the beginning was significantly worse than anything else in the level, and I think that's worth either breaking up or carefully forcing the player to move the camera slowly over this section so that it breaks up slower. By giving the player like a little filter thing that they move through slowly, it forces them to load this so it's a little slower so they can kind of one at a time it a little more. The rest of the precision experience was okay, although I am concerned that, like that stairway where I wanted to be safe, I'm concerned it wasn't safe because of the way winged stretches are and how they can flip. That wasn't really a problem anywhere else. We could kind of tell where it wasn't safe. What the fuck is that description? Joe, do you want to fuck a ghost? Joe, do you want to fuck a ghost? That's weird. That's weird, bud. Weird, bud. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that one spot, though, is where I really ran up against it. That I think was kind of hurting it. But otherwise was okay. But I think it's worth trying to make that feel a little more approachable. Even if it's not necessarily easier, if you make the player load it in a little slower, so it's a little clearer what the timing is, and they can kind of move through the wave a little, through a slower wave, it'll still be pretty much the same experience, but be less painful. Let's see what you got. Yeah, I've been wandering around a lot to see what else changed, and there has been a good number of things to find, but I wish there was like a big final collectible in Silksong that was a part of Act 3. I wish there was a new Act 3 currency. That would have been nice. Maybe we collected Void currency from voided enemies. That would have been really nice. Something else that we could use or do or find or collect that encouraged me even more to explore more of the world. Because like I stumbled onto that side area with the fucking grasshopper with the mantis finally, and that was really cool. But I only stumbled onto it because I was wandering around on the edges to see if there were new areas. Like if somebody else isn't a fucking crazy person who wants to put 100 hours into it, they're not going to find it. And I feel like it's easy to create systems that encourage the player to poke around. Sports. What? Do not accept this as a viewer level. Uh-oh. Don't make me nervous. I like that smiley face. Spikey Meatball Marathon. Is that for other people? You don't want other people to be submitting it on your behalf? God, is that a thing that happened after Panga's horrible level was uploaded? Oh no. I thought I disabled that. Oh. I swear I disabled that. Did I just make it more expensive? Oh man, well, there it is. Here's the thing. I mean, I meant to turn it back on. And I have been back up. It's 30, right? Yeah, it's 30. Okay. Not back up to 40 push-ups. Now you're trapped. Oh, don't touch the... Don't jump! What are we doing? How does one not jump? What did I miss here? If it's too stupid, I'm just gonna do the push-up. Lovely. How do I move that? Hang on. Is it moving? Is it moving? It's about approaching the thing there. Hunter's March level. It's moving. Yeah. Are these different speeds? I struggle. I don't know why, but I always struggle to determine the speeds of these. This is a bean burrito. Yeah, this is a bean burrito. Why not? What happened? What happened to you? Why do you make this level? Oh my god. And it literally would be more fun. It would be more fun if you just made it longer, a longer track. Like if I actually had to move while I was doing it, it would just be a more fun level. I don't know why I made this, but I felt I had to. He woke up in the middle of the night. And instead of, you know, just regular, like, regular dreams or morning wood or whatever, really have to pee. You had this in your head and you just had to get it out. Well, I guess we can wait for a really long time up here, right? What's the furthest out we can get from this top one? We can wait like 2 goddamn minutes until it's about midway through there. Then we can start. That's literally a summary of what happened. Yeah, well. Eat less pickles? Eat less pickles? Less melatonin? I don't know. I take melatonin every night. Heidi says it gives her weird dreams. I used to hear all the time that pickles give people bad dreams too, but I feel like that's definitely made up. It was violence. It was wrong. Oops, I fell. Oh, you do viewer levels? Yeah. Those videos, that is why I bitch about pissing in the ocean abyss. Let's wait till it gets over there. Because in the off chance that it just gets into somebody's brain who eventually gets big one day, they can be like, no, I don't want to play a bad level because I don't want other people to make bad levels. Please, God, get it in your head. There's so many good levels. If I could just give DGR just a little electroshock. Just a little bit. Without any consequences. Just a little bit of the Ludovico technique. You know, hold his eyes open. Bean burritos flash by. Then he has to watch an 8-minute Mario level without blinking. And you give him you give him a medic so it makes him nauseous. And then, you know, the next time he thinks about a bean burrito, he feels bad. He doesn't want to do it. He can't choose violence. He's been fixed. Just a little bit of Agent Orange as a treat, but it's good because, you know, it's for a good cause, not a bad cause. It's America. Modern America. Hyperbole. Hyperbole. This is hyperbole. Don't actually want to kill any politicians. I don't have any bullets with anything carved into them. I don't have a gun even. I have never joined Antifa. I did Google how to join Antifa. Wait. Several times. However, that was just because I don't think you actually can join Antifa. Yeah, clip and send it to him. You absolutely can do that. I would encourage people to send DGR anything I say about him. I think people like that. People like that when they find out that other people who are other tiny ants far below them in their space are weird about them. Thought I missed it? Yeah, you could make a more fun thing out of this. This feels like an idea that you could have better developed. Oh God. Even if your goal... I hate myself. Even if your goal was to make a bean burrito, I feel like you could set something up that flipped the spike back and forth with springs. The spike ball back and forth with springs. That still moved slowly, but still required more active engagement from the player. That was annoying and difficult, but I honestly feel like that dipshit, weird guy from before, who I think was trying to manipulate me. He kept both times he brought me messages, he started with weird compliments. I think that terrible goal that he had of making a level with a low clear rate is still better than this. I also think that you could like put a little diorama on the bottom or something. Like you could have some visual indicator for the player of progress that would also give you an opportunity to draw something or do something other than this. My thumbs hurt now. That's how long I've been doing this. Still moving? I don't think it's moving. Cracker's just meowed. He's upset. Now I'm invested, and now there's like 2 more still. I think it wasn't good enough to beat it, so I made this. I wonder how many fucking Timothys... Crackers, don't do it. How many fucking Timothys had exactly that happen, where they had almost an idea?
One eternity
and they tried
later.
to do that idea? Oops. Push-ups. And they tried to do that idea, and they weren't good enough, so then they just landed on a burrito. Cheese. Cheese? Let me see. Hang on. Level viewer? Don't fail me now. Yeah, Wuzulus is working. Oh, no. No, you just did it. Ugh. Was it not halfway? Go look. Because, yeah, especially with repetitive motions like that, I tend to hold. I think that was right about halfway. I think I had stooped low enough to put a dev. Oh, when you're doing this? Yes! Yeah, I think we made it to this one, so it probably was halfway. Yeah. Yeah, I do. Each level or do push-ups. Oh, did I make it more expensive? Maybe I made it more expensive. I think I made it a little more expensive. Or a lot more. 10,000 now? 10,069. Oh, what is that? You get like 240 an hour, right? So 10,000 divided by 240. It's like 41 hours. 41 hours to watch me do fucking push-ups for literally a minute. And there's no promise of good form. Oh. Those violence. Yeah, bad level. Bad level. Okay, let me bring up the NDI camera here. Drop. No, it's 30. It's 30 now. I haven't made my way back up. Oh, it says 40 on screen, but it's 30. I'm going to change that. It's 30 in the redemption, okay? Don't gaslight me. I would never gaslight anybody unless it was really, really funny. That's 30 now. I'm going to change it to 1. And then you're going to be on the hook. Esports. Are you not going to do the thing there? Rotate? Okay. And then I think we learned last time that we can zoom all the way out now. Okay, so let me pull up the NDI camera here. Hang on. Say that again, Crackers. He looks funnier in this camera. Say it again. No, don't try to bite the camera. I just wanted you to be loud like you are. You don't have any loud things to say, buddy? No, you just want pets? Because you're fucking old? All right. Oops. Oh, I pulled my controller on the floor. Okay. Let's see here. Just so you know, I haven't vacuumed in a little while. Doesn't look too bad. Nothing horrible. Oh, what's the least stupid place for me to, like, get the camera pointed at me here? Hang on, I'm sorry. It's not like I have a space set up for this. Does that work? How's that look? How's that look? How much? Oh, I zoomed in by accident. That's why it looks bad. It kind of works. Yeah, you'll probably be able to see it under the blue screen. Crackers, do me a favor and try not to be too in the way. He's going to be in the way. Hello. Yeah, that's look, that's as good as you're gonna get. I need this for my hands. Oh, that needs vacuuming. That's gross. Okay. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I don't care. You can see good enough. I don't even know if you can hear me. Oh. Ah. Oh. Oh. Worth every channel point. Yeah, I know that if I did them slower, that it would be better. I don't care. That's definitely one of those the exercise you'll do. Ooh. Oh. 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 Sorry. I was pretty sick Monday and I'm still coming around. I just barely had 30 in me. Ooh. Boom. I boot it? Yeah. Bad level. Bad level. Ooh. Feel like that wasn't even halfway. Wow. And you wasted that smiley face on that. Yeah, marathon. Yeah, I feel like longer. No hearts. No hearts. That's good. Yeah, I feel like if you just stretched it out and had the ball go a little faster. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh. Okay, hang on. Ooh, a little coffee. Coffee, a little chill. Like, even if your goal was to make an annoying, difficult level, longer track, and then Kaiser blocks at a regular interval that the player is supposed to dodge, I feel like would be a better annoying level. Even if you labeled them, that you still had to awkwardly bounce around Kaiser blocks, that would for sure ruin your streak. Yeah, I feel like that would also be fun. More fun. Not fun, but more fun. Yeah, I hate that. I detest the design goals of a bean burrito. I think you can produce a much better, a much better experience for the player, even if your goal is to be annoying. That's what I started to say earlier. I don't remember if I got there. But even if, even that guy whose goal was to make a level with a low clear rate, I feel like is a better goal than a bean burrito. More of a mental challenge. But there's better mental challenges! Oh. Okay. See what's new in here. Didn't look at Translunar Trebuchets. What is that? Oh, that is a kind of low clear rate. What's that usually brings me? Oh, I remember. We did this. That probably just got re-uploaded. I love that thumbnail. Oh, God. Oh, for Kaiser Coliseum. So maybe not a bean burrito level? I don't know. I'm not familiar with what Kaiser Coliseum is. But I assumed from the title immediately that it was going to be a bean burrito. And then I was worried that you actually got inspired by garbage. Oh, no. This just looks like... Is this just Panga doing Panga stuff again? Oh. Is this, Am I supposed to spin into him? Like a rising spin or whatever? Huh. The one-ups make me think I'm supposed to get all of them. Oh. But no, I think this is actually Panga doing Panga stuff, which is cool. I'm not going to grind that out. But that's good. Panga's horrible thing. It's been a while now. Skip this. Good. I hope he's encouraging people to skip stuff. Oh, did he pull down that horrible one, or did he just not make it? Did he just not leave it up? I hope so. Yeah, he must have. That's good. That's good. I hated that. Oh, 4 coin. Feel a little out of breath. Can you not? Loudest sneezes on the whole planet? Sorry about that. She apparently came over here to say nothing, and then watch the stream from next to me, and then sneeze louder than any human has ever sneezed before. She sneezes so loud, it makes my ears ring. I think she needs to see a doctor. We looked at that one. Oh, let's see if there's anything in the Discord. See if there's anything new. I do sneeze like I can. I used to, when I was a kid, I sneezed really loud. People were mean about it. Then I started plugging my nose when I would sneeze, and then learned that that can, like, kill you or explode your eardrums or something. There's definitely something bad that happens if you plug your nose and hold your sneeze in. And then I just learned to temper it, I guess, to not, like, scream when you do it a little bit. And that works good. And I wish I could teach Ido. Sneeze better. Quite loud. Okay, playtesting. Rev up those fires because I am sure hungry for one troll level. I've been gone for a while, so it might be bad. Interesting. Let's take a peek. Coolin the Koopa. 5LW. J1Q. Name doesn't ring any bells. From yesterday, so it's probably still up. Q. JFG. Yeah, I tend to sprint through 30 push-ups about like that. And 30 is still, as you can see, they're about my failure point. Oh, yeah. And doing about 90 gets me warmed up for the rest of the lifting that I do. I used to do 40, but it's been trouble. I don't know, since I had COVID the first time, like almost a year back, it hasn't really come back. But the rest of my lifting is back to where it's supposed to be. So I probably just need to just start adding more until I can do 40. But I also feel like I don't need to. I don't feel like 120 versus 90 makes a real difference. Been on hiatus for 4 years. Get ready for pick-a-path, garbage, and old trolls. Uh-oh. That's a uh-oh. See? It looks a little messy, but nothing is happening. Not too much is happening. Okay. Did you want me to do this kind of thing here? Yeah, I feel like moving a mushroom up there is a lot more work than it needs to be. That doesn't, no, that doesn't. Yeah, that doesn't work. Maybe that's also a mushroom? Oh, we can just go back and get another mushroom. Yeah, I get it. Another one. Go twice. Okay, at least we're not doing anything really weird with, like, trying to pull a mushroom over. Okay. I still kind of want to go up over there. Yeah, but I'm going to go this way, as I am intended to do. Huh. Fine. Okay. Feels like there's more going on in the first room. I wonder if we come back. Oh, I wonder if we come back there for a sequel. I hope not. Dude, we'll see. Yeah, fast push-ups work pretty well for me. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, fine setup. Oh, God, I'm tired of that. Oh. Muncher in a block that blocks the most obvious path is literally like the laziest goddamn troll, and it never, ever, ever has a good use. Well, if you're really specifically trying to condition very deliberately a specific player choice later on, I guess you could do something like that, but I still think there are better ways to set expectations than Muncher above obvious spot. Especially when you're not framing it as like some kind of 50-50. When it's 2 blocks are open and one of them has the Muncher and you're indicating it one way or the other, then you can create kind of an interesting like conditioning scenario there. Just haha, Muncher on the path is just, come on, buddy. Yeah, I'm glad he's not so low that we can't jump there. Why are you making that noise for me? Okay, I was playing around on it backwards to see what was going on there. That's fine. That's what would have happened either way, so that's funny. Kind of funny. Silly. Whoa. Yeah. Okay, so far, going fast is paying off. Fire flower. I wonder if I can just skip the mushroom and go, maybe? Oh, you can definitely steal the mushroom out of there, by the way. Gotta do some... Oh, yeah, actually, that should be pretty easy to prevent the player from getting through. Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it again. Should be pretty easy. I'll draw it up when we come. I'm gonna stay on this coin. Wait for the fire flower, and then book it. That sound effect is not occurring rapidly enough to tell me that those are green blocks. That's just yellow blocks that you're turning green. Okay. Maybe that wasn't the joke. Then I wouldn't expect the Kaizo block. If it was, that's funny. If it wasn't, and that was just an additional troll, you're a dick. I think all you need here to make sure that the player can't worm through it, definitely doable. Definitely doable. Don't face this way, bud. I can't think of offhand what you need to do. Maybe just a spike? Yeah, maybe just a spike under there so that when the player is jumping, they hit the spike. When the player ducks and jumps, yeah, I think that one just needs to be a spike. Maybe that tips your hand, but I think that's the easiest. There's definitely other ways to do it, too. But I can't think of them offhand. I know I've seen other things prevent the player from getting through there. Yeah. Doing it with a fish, I'm not sure what else you can do. I know you can do a going up and down block makes it really hard. If you need to do the damage down. What was that? Okay. Not relevant, I guess. 3:15. I'm gonna close the queue. Close the queue. Nothing else on me. Wrap this one up or get bored with it, and then we'll move on. Weird. I want this? Okay, I guess it's not a soft lock. Well, did I learn anything by going down here? Don't get a mushroom, for one. Don't get a mushroom. Somehow don't let that guy fall on there, but I don't know how. Well, we'll pay attention when we come back and see what we see. Confusing. Oh, there's a mushroom in there too. Okay. Now I want a burrito. Nothing else over there. Okay. Oh, he came early. Okay. Okay, buddy. That's fine if you want to be like that. Early comer. Oops. Did it to myself? I guess just go up the third vine there. I think we just go up the third vine there. I'm making it harder than I need to. Yeah, I tend to approach moch exercise with pretty high intensity. That works well for me. I recognize that you get more loading out of slower, more deliberate activity, but that bores the shit out of me. So going at roughly that speed works well for me. I know that 30 push-ups in a minute or so is probably not optimal. That's okay. It works well for me. It works well. I build these out of it, so I'm fine. Fine with it. If you have the chance, you should check the comments on your level. Oh, God. Yeah, go put it back in there. What's the code again? Maybe. We'll go look at it. We'll go look at it when we give up on this. Remind me when I get angry and leave. Sports. Sports. Oh. This. No mushroom? Or maybe that mushroom than the other one? How are we preventing that muncher, though? I don't understand what we can do to that muncher. Is it possible that's conditional? Or, I don't know. Let's just try going. Very weird. I'm gonna take this. Ah, okay. That's the door we came in from, so that works. I guess I was supposed to bring that and somehow no? What would the player think if they had not brought that, though? That feels, you know, that feels weird. CP2. Looks like CP1 for some reason. Well, might as well die. At least it didn't take super long to get here. Something else going in that room after we go in and out of it. What that is. Fish. Okay. CP2 being this close to CP1 makes me feel like we're gonna see some CP1 setup, and that's what that other thing was. We'll see. Okay. Okay. Not going up there. I'm pretty sure you can make that all that noise on the spring. Quiet down. With a 1-up, maybe? Let's try going in the pipe and going back. No, that's going to kill me every time. Yeah, without the mushroom, it's going to kill me. That can't possibly be the solution. So then I'm struggling here. See where I would go. Ah, there we go. Okay. Awkward setup, but you should figure it out. There isn't any other significantly wrong path to take. 5 red coins still. No, pipe. The pipe is kind of sticking out there. That's just such an obvious way to hide a pipe. I feel like Spike tipped his hand there a little bit. Tired. Tired. Job market's been rough. I'm not, I should clarify to nobody. To Box and 1-Up probably. Probably Casey. Lurking in case the cats do something cute. I should clarify that I have not been for months focusing on exclusively remote roles. But since I have pivoted to looking for local roles too, that number of local roles has gone down precipitously to literally like 1-ish a week. There's one company that keeps reposting the same local role that they're not interviewing for. It's probably fake. Looks fake. It seems fake. Oh, this? Oh, God. I shouldn't have checked. Now, people make choices. Anti-soft lock. Mercy mechanic's never a bad idea. In all cases, I think it benefits your level. In case somebody doesn't want to endure whatever the thing is. You also have this anti, literally right after the second checkpoint. So if the player stumbles into it, they lose 8 minutes if they are struggling with it, which is just mean. At least it says sorry, yeah? Ma'am, I know I killed your son, but I am sorry. He looked like a dipshit. Yeah, I would definitely put an anti in there. A little annoying. Ice blocks can be really annoying to deal with, and a pity. Some type of pity mechanic after 50 to 100 seconds is a really nice way to at least make sure that the player doesn't spend more than 2 minutes suffering before they get to play the level again. Look like fucking Silk Song to you? Dude, I would really like Team Cherry to come and submit me their fucking level so I could tell them some of my thoughts. Oh, it does hurt on top. I was curious. Yeah, I will say Silksong has really grown on me, and that the immense length and the joy of exploring that world as your movement abilities improve very, very high, and that will have a positive influence on everything in the genres forever, which is great. But they made a really boring choice for a lot of the movement abilities, which is sad. Music for the Ant Lady. Yeah, the Ant Lady boss seems to have pretty good music. Yeah, they're still really sticking to the stuff that they've done before, but the choral and orchestral stuff and string heavy stuff is usually good. But nothing has jumped out at me the same way the Mantis fight did. And the Mantis fight was a wall for me the first time I played Hollow Knight. It wasn't the second time. And nothing has felt like that much of a wall except for maybe Grim. Oh, and it took quite a while. I probably spent 10 hours working through first Act 2 boss. Hi. Oh, I guess I didn't even see the red one there. I was expecting some kind of timing challenge there that we didn't get. Little confused. I'm a little confused. I see the P-switch there, but I'm not sure what I missed there. Grim 1, yeah, Grim 1 was fucking great. Grim 2 is optional for 100%. Yeah, yeah, I know there was an alternative. I still just wish the Grim 2 fight was less annoying of a run back. I feel like they always need to learn that. There's been some fights like that in, well, like, Like, one of the fights that's equally as chaotic is the Troubadour 2 or whatever in Act 3 when you fight the Flouncy Bug. I think that's the best thing we got. I mean, realistically, he's probably gay. But the very Flouncy Bug. The Stage Bug. The Flouncy Bug. Is extremely chaotic. But at least we are kind of close, but we don't start in the room. We could start in the room. Yes. Yeah, it's a, oh, sorry. But it's also, it's a mission. It's, a wish. So the game tells you very deliberately to go back to him. Go check your mission boards. How do you not have that? How are you 99% and you don't have that? I assume the wishes were part of it. But maybe something unlocked the next set of wishes that you didn't do or something? I don't know. They just showed up. I just noticed that they were at the one place, and then I went and did the other one. Or maybe it's the house. I kept having a surplus of money, and so I kept buying house stuff. Just that? I think it was just that. Okay. Yeah, weird. Maybe put something down there. The note block or something that it lands on. That, something that makes a sound effect. I don't know. Something that draws the player's eyes over there. Oops. Up. What? Oh, push up. Okay. It took me a sec, but I got it. Aw. Aw. Okay. Okay. Learning. Oops. Thought that was a good idea again, and it wasn't. I think that the movement tech was distributed a little bit slowly, and we should have started with the run. The run was one of the most important things that significantly differentiated it from the Hollow Knight experience, and changed how frustrating movement felt, how slow movement felt, generally. But I also think a lot of early bosses lacked consideration for our lack of movement abilities. To the point where, like, for Last Judge, they could have given us... Oh, I'm dumb. They could have given us some platforms to work with. Or some things like that that would have allowed us to, like, simulate the double jump. Or some other things that he spawns that let us bounce off him, that kind of thing. I think that was the thing that Hollow Knight did pretty good, was often giving us stuff to interact with that way. But it's hard. I wasn't thinking about it much when I was playing through it. I guess it would have been smart to play through it again. If I end up wanting to yell about it in a video, I will definitely go back and run through Hollow Knight again. Or at least do the bosses, so I can get a good feel for how some of that works with and without movement abilities. But in general, I felt like the bosses, for the most part, were pretty approachable in Hollow Knight. But weirdly front-loaded on the difficulty in Silksong. It almost feels like maybe they tested a lot of the fights in their testing environment where they just had all the abilities unlocked. Like they literally forgot, oh, we won't have double jump at this point. Don't fuck it up. I fucked it up. I fucked it up. Yeah, I really wish they'd given us some of those earlier. I wish they had made better choices than double jump, big jump with the ceiling above you. What an annoying way to give us a major exploration ability. Like, they gated so many of them. The hook that is essentially like a lock and key double jump before real double jump, that is also the lock and key for real double jump. Like, really? You're gonna give me a needle I can throw, like a grappling hook, and it's gonna be so goddamn boring that basically all it does is grapple enemies and walls and specific hooks that let me double jump. Like, come on. Come on. And it wasn't even diagonal. If it had been diagonal, I still would have bitched. But if they had given us a diagonal needle or grapple that shot diagonally up, that would have been a really interesting movement tech that also would have given us really fascinating interactions with enemies and could have let them build really interesting interactions with flying enemies, which I think everybody recognizes are the worst fucking thing in the game. The choices they made with flying enemy AI is fucking terrible. You have to grab at them, and they are so annoying. The counter really pissed me off, too. I'm still mad about the counter. There are much better skills than the counter. The counter is never cheaper than anything. That's super annoying. The counter should be cheap, or the counter should refund its silk cost if you get it perfect. Okay, we do get it. There we go. Okay. The counter. The counter ability, cross stitch, I think it is. The spell that lets you parry. The parry into counter. We finally get a boss parry when you go do that that boss in the back entrance. Oh, yeah, you get it from I found that while I was dicking around before I went to the judge, and then I went back to the judge because like, oh, this is the other way. I guess I should go take the main way because I didn't want to miss anything because I already missed the first fight with Morwing and did it later. And I didn't want to, like, I was concerned at the time about permanent missables. I didn't want to miss the judge fight. Okay, that's what happens when you dawdle. You get rewarded. And then unrewarded. Aw. Wait, hang on. Nope, I can still just go under it. I think I'm finding some holes here. I think I found some minor holes. Lace 1 is missable? That's crazy. How would you miss Lace 1? Oh, God. There's a lot of work to get over here. Oh, and that's fake. Great. Great. I think how would we have been even pointed here? What kind of holes? What kind of holes? What holes was I talking about? Yeah, that seemed like a lot to maybe not know how we even get up there, because I never saw that blaster and we only found it because we dawdled and it fell down. Yikes. Yikes. I'm gonna go in that key door and get CP1. No, I'm not. What kind of holes? Was I talking about holes? I want to make my captions thing longer so I can go back and look at whatever the last thing I said was. Probably settings. You'll show up near Blasted Steps or Sinner's Road. Oh, so you just get a different, Oh, there's a captions timeout thing here. Perfect. Let's set that to, 240? 120, 124 minutes? Let's see how that works. Maybe that'll be too long. Maybe not. Oh, maybe that's the timeout for on screen, though. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't seem like I can make it show me more, though. Oh, I bet I can get a live, yeah. I bet I could do caption timeout. Oh, 24 seconds. Okay, yeah, that's probably the timeouts for on Twitch. I'll stop messing with it. But just for dialogue, oh, that's depressing. That's depressing because the Lace fight was so good. God, I would be so pissed if I missed that fight. What a horrible thing to do. I really hope they let you just refight her. That Lace fight was great. That was one of the shining points in Act 1. One of the absolute standout fights in Act 1. I also fought the Organ Lady in Act 1, but I don't think that's either an alternate path or probably an Act 2 fight. I like that one a lot too, though. Those like Mega Man X, Mega Man Zero style fights where you're fighting some dude who's the same size as you, or like a Souls-like fight kind of thing too, where you're just fighting some other dude who's doing the same kind of stuff you do. Those fights always feel so goddamn special if they are considerate and like well developed. And that was what Lace 1 felt like. Lace 2 felt like they didn't add a lot, but it was still fun. Okay, then we go over here with this, and then we see that happens. Okay, yeah, we barrel forward and then we see it. Okay, I see how we are supposed to have detected that was there. It wasn't a long timer. It just doesn't trigger till we get the mushroom. I get it. It makes sense. I understand it now. I still think me creeping under here was cheese. Yeah. But it also seems like it didn't matter. But it seems like maybe I needed the mushroom? We lost it, probably? Okay, that's supposed to happen. Then we get pushed off, and then we get in here. I gotcha. Holes. Wall holes. Oh, and then we wouldn't have been able to jump up there. Okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of, like, suspicious setups where... I mean, I guess it's better than just only one path and you don't see the secret true path until you touch them. Just, yeah, feels a little... simple. A little low-hanging. The end of the world, though. Not bad as some stuff. Yeah, some structural issues. I think that is the one thing that Silksong would have benefited immensely from would have been somebody on the team who had a lot of problems with Hollow Knight. I'm not even saying me, or somebody like me, just somebody who is really critical of Hollow Knight. Probably a better testing group. They probably have a close friends and family testing group, or like a really tight-knit testing group of like mega fans. Bringing in some outside testers probably would have been really good. I know they didn't want to build up too much hype, but there's this thing called a non-disclosure agreement, and you could pay people who want to test stuff to sign a non-disclosure agreement, and then just, you know, not give them money. Even keep some of the money. Give you $200 now, $500 after release if you do not violate the NDA. Dude. I wonder if anybody, I was going to say, would hire a video game tester whose experience is, I like to criticize things, and I have a lot of evidence of doing that, and documentation, providing documentation, and trying things over and over till they break, and I forget things so I don't get bored, and I have multiple years of experience, but no, I'm pretty sure game testing has got to be one of those things that pays, like, $14 an hour, $12 an hour, $7 an hour. You should be so lucky to work in game testing. Whole industry is like that. Okay, go over here. Go back. So then I guess the mushroom works either way, so we did find some cheese there before. But it doesn't really matter, because then we just slipped in there without damage. I don't think we need, the ninja sound effect there. Do that. Hi, crackers. Let's jump up here, bud. You know how to get up. Jump up. Oh my god. Yelling at me. Yeah, I think Hollow Knight or Silksong would have benefited from earlier introduction of most movement skills and then more interesting movement. I think that's one of the things that will hit us the hardest for the longest, too. There we go. Okay, it wasn't a timing thing. We just can't sit on it for too long, which I think is better than having an awkward timing thing, especially when it's hard to get out of there. You gonna stay put, bud? Is this what we're doing? Are we doing this, crackers? Because it's pretty cute. Are you purring? You're partially choking yourself and you're purring. Crackers, I don't really want to participate in this fetish with you. On. Okay, it's on. Is that a hint? Are you telling me to get a mushroom and go back in that pipe? Okay. Oh, what's that? Get a mushroom, go back in the pipe, and then there's a key or something? I didn't understand that second hint. I empathize with the people who don't like Souls-like stuff. Like, I like Minecraft, but I get a little tired of everybody trying to smear voxels into everything. And, like, if that's your favorite thing on Earth, great. But, like, you know, Pokemon Animal Crossing probably would have been better with a more interesting choice than Minecraft-style voxels. So we get a mushroom, and then we can go back in the pipe. Okay, we get... Oh, yeah, we get that floating mushroom. Ugh. Okay. Well, the P-switch is going? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Then we get a key. Then we can go to that fake key door from later? Boy, that's a setup. You wanted this, Crackers. Don't yell at me. What do you want? Oh, you want me to sit pretzel-legged so you can sit in there. Buddy, my legs need to stretch. Yes, they do. If I sit like this all the time, I don't know. I'll have a blood clot or something. Feels bad. It makes my knees hurt. You good? You gonna sit? Are you comfy? Why are you complaining? This is where you want. He wants to sit in the triangle. He does. He craves the triangle. What is your deal? Are you really gonna leave? Oh, he heard the door. Okay, you can leave. Okay, now I have a mushroom and a key and this P-switch. Am I supposed to have all this? Door in a different place? Something different gonna happen? No, I'm not done yet. Get there, what's this? Oh, that weird cake thing that was from the freezer? I have a weird cake thing to eat. I mean, I'll try it while it's hot. One. Pretty nice. Needs more lemon. Very nice, though. Bye. Crackers is over the triangle and he wants to beg for cake. Yeah, so I don't think I'm supposed to have this P-switch. I think this is probably cheese. I'm gonna keep it though in case I do need it. I just hit a checkpoint over there. I heard that. That's why Karate Boy is over there. But okay, weird. Weird way to CP1 me. I guess let's see what the setup is for it. Now I have a key for this door. And a P-switch. Yeah, the sound effect did not cover it up. Oh, can I soft lock up there? Buddy. Buddy. That's the top of a semi-solid, right? I can soft lock up there, can I? I definitely can. I definitely can. If that, you have to do something to prevent the player from going up there. I don't want to do it. Maybe there's spikes, but I don't see how there could be because I think I'm at the top of the stage, right? Yeah. Yeah. God damn. I can go in here. Boy, we're getting real far away from that weird CP1 before the setup for it. Okay, I don't think I need this. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Need a mushroom to go in that pipe. Yeah, it definitely feels like there's a reason for it, but there is no visible reason for it. Feels like this level's got a plan? But I really hope that plan isn't surprise CP1 and then nothing, because I don't have a... Okay. Half-naked pipe. I don't have, any red coins. I feel like it's just a CP1. And since you already fake CP1 me, I know that's CP2. And you're offering me the ability to die anyway. And this doesn't have... Oh, weird. Very weird. Oh, that is the pipe. Hey, yeah, so... So we clearly skipped something there. Yeah, we clearly skipped a lot there. Okay, you know, we skipped a whole middle part. Yeah, we definitely skipped a middle part. Shit. I think the worst case scenario is still worth seeing there. I want to eat, but I also want to see what the hell else was going on there. Let's see if we can get back there quick-ishly. Weird. That explains why we got the first checkpoint so quickly. Yeah, I wonder what the hell that CP1 setup was. They wanted the player to think CP2 was CP1 and they kill themselves to realize they had CP1 all along. I think that was the setup there. But I thought there was going to be a CP3, CP4 setup. Esports. On top of that, oh my god, with the red coins. That's what it looked like. Or at the very least, that getting CP2 a second time was actually going to be CP3. Yeah, maybe it was just a CP1 gotcha fake, which I guess is better than just a flat CP1, than just a you're getting CP1 for no reason. It is still player choice. Like it's nasty. It's just a trick. It's just a mean trick. But it is still a better setup where the player makes a choice that they think evades punishment. God. Only to be punished for that choice. That is technically a troll. It's a hell of a lot better than, like, literally, like, okay, you're CP1, now you know how to not get CP1. Like, that sucks. That sucks, and you see that more often than not. I really want to play the whole level again. But I should remember it. It should all be fresh. I should remember not to hit the muncher. Is there a pipe here? Okay, there's no pipe here. That platform under there is entirely set dressing. And, I mean, it is in a weird place. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. I was in the way. It's in the bottom right-hand corner. It's kind of landmarked in a way that sticks out. Yeah, it's outsmarting a player that thinks they're outsmarting you. Yeah. It's a lot more than just torment. It's definitely, it's not even a 50-50. It's punishing the player for thinking that they're smart. That can feel bad if you're not setting up like a trust versus don't. Oh, what? Come on. Oh, I think I could have gotten back in there, maybe? No, I couldn't have. A trust versus don't trust type of thing there. Especially since we've had a lot of opportunities to not want to trust the level. But I think that's just like meta expectation that delivers the rest of that pretty effectively. Yeah, I think that's probably what ruins it the most one up is the fact that we knew we collected the CP1 then led me to believe that, one, I already knew to look out for stuff that was gonna kill me, but then when I wasn't dying, nothing was trying to kill me, then it immediately was like, okay, wait, hang on. So this is all a setup for something. What the hell is this weird CP1 setup we're doing? And then I was bearing forward with information I shouldn't have. That was really, really, really changing my interpretation of everything going forward. But there are definitely better ways to cover up noise. You make a lot of noise right there. But yeah, I guess I still don't understand what the hell was going on here with that other pipe. Yeah. Maybe some kind of dev thing? I don't know what the hell that is. Almost got hurt there. Yeah, we get to CP2 really, really, really fast. And that extra pipe is there to serve as set dressing or the fake out, I guess. No, to serve as landmarking. So, okay. Okay. Oh, I guess, oh. All you have to do is put a fucking block behind it. Slipped into your DMs to fix your pouty face. Uh-oh. What does that mean? Tylenol. Be sure to check your Halloween candy for Tylenol. I think once you get to that point, once you're an adult, you can take it. But maybe not. Let's put it in the water. Let's pull the fluoride out and put Tylenol in the water. Yeah, sorry. Sorry, bud. I don't want to, so I made it to CP2 and then I tried to continue forward and then I jumped above the spring for some reason because I'm an idiot and thought, I don't know, that I should. And then I got soft locked, which is stupid, but it'd be really easy to just put like something in there, like a fireball or boo ring. I think a boo ring would catch me here. You could put a boo ring in there with it, but something. Player might do it. Player might do it trying to get somewhere. Or just connect this to the spikes. I did it to myself, but come on. Alright, we'll try one. We'll try a little bit. We'll try a little bit. God, ibuprofen must be just rich right now. Whoever owns ibuprofen. Don't hit the muncher. Which is pretty annoying. Keep this mushroom. We don't actually need the fire flower, we just need to be big. We'll just keep the mushroom. We'll just keep it. We'll just keep it and we'll go a little faster here. Get through this quicker. Oh my god, I forgot about that. Ugh. Cake. Tastes like cake. Yeah. There's a pretty good deal of cheese that's worth looking at. There's at least that. I think we had a pretty good example of the worst case scenario with the CP1 not landing because you can clearly hear it. But I also think that's pretty likely. I don't think that's a 1 in a million anything. I think that's very likely because you hear it pretty clearly through the whatever Dime Store Ninja Gaiden sound effect. But you're in the Discord. You'll find ways to hide the sound. I'm sure there's a better way to do it. Somebody will know. Into your DMs to fix your pouty face. Aww. Now I'm sad I don't have candy. I do have cake though. The glitch sound effect? Oh, does the glitch sound effect just get it? Yeah. Yeah, and like if you... So you have to use a different sound effect. Oh, the glitch is too obvious or something like that. Well, even if the glitch sounds more obvious, do something glitchy on screen and the player will just be like, oh, okay, that's why the glitch sound effect played. Do something weird. Easy set dressing. It's easy to dress that up so it works. I wish there were, I guess it's fine. I just wish it was a little easier for me to just get in here and not have to deal with waiting out the damage down. Like just a regular power-up check. But a power-up in the checkpoint, I think it also covers the sound. Interesting. That seems easy as well. And player's already off screen. Is easy to cover up as the player thinks they got a mushroom off screen. Especially if you did that other times the player went off screen. Yeah, you might be able to do something with that too. Yeah, good thought. Esport. Okay, CB2. Don't do the thing again. Yeah, spring's in the way. Yeah, so I went up there. I don't know what compelled me to do so, but I went up there, and then that was wrong, and I paid the price. Curious. Shouldn't have been. Hades 2 is out now. Is complete. And, Baby Steps. And something else is coming, too. There's something else in the pipe that I'm excited about. And I know we got... Oh! Mean of the Hollower next month. I think Grime 2 is coming up. Grime 2 is... Oop, how do I keep doing that? Grime 2 is the best Souls-like Metroidvania I've ever played. Let me see here. Grime 2 release date. Am I confused? Hope we know. They said 2025. They didn't set a date yet. Okay. Hope they still hit 2025. 2025. I know there's something else coming out too that was exciting. There's a lot of good stuff on the horizon. So I am not sad about finishing Silksong, which is nice. It's really nice to have other things in front of you. But I'm pretty close to blind 100%, which makes me happy. I hope there isn't anything too crazy. I thought I probably had all the masks, and then I got another shard, and I was like, aw, shit. But if you look at it on the file screen, it makes it clear that there should be one more. Well, it feels like I'm close to blind 100%, but maybe 94% or whatever isn't that much. We'll see. I'm not going to chase it super hard if it starts to get annoying. It's been good, though. It really grew on me. I mean, there was some weird loop thing after I got CP1. Oh yeah, this, but we know the cheese for this already. Yeah, easy to get through it. Oops, almost easy. Yeah. Oh, one of the things that has been disappointing from Act 2 out was that the enemies didn't get very diverse. Enemies, they really, really relied on the way they designed flying enemies from Act 2 out. In a way that felt a little sad. And then, especially once we got into... Once we started to see voided enemies in Act 3, I was pretty disappointed that they didn't have real new moves. They just had the same 3 moves that were added in. Because I bet every single enemy got tuned, got changed, had stuff removed. Throughout the course of the game, probably. That voiding is the time to bring that back. That's when you go like, okay, now the enemies are harder, so let's use that weird difficult pattern that we made that we removed because it tested poorly. But maybe they didn't. Maybe they didn't have a lot of tested poorly. Dude. Oops. Wow. I keep finding new ways to make that harder for myself. I guess I should just try to hang on to the mushroom there, huh? Really wish they had done something more interesting with the grapple. I know there was a back and pipe thing here. Oh, yeah, that was what the hint was. It was get the mushroom here, and then go back in that pipe. Yeah, and then this was... Re-grabbing this wasn't necessary, and I carried it around with me like a fucking child with their blankie. Yeah, we were missing that hint there for a sec. Now we have it. Now we're back. We're back in the slot. Mushroom there. Yeah, that P-switch is pretty, unavoidable. You're gonna think, oh, I should get that. Or I should hit that. I don't know what impact that will have. Same solution here feels weird too. But it would feel cheesy to have a different solution where it was just go the wrong way now. I guess I just feel like the reuse is not necessary. Does not bring anything to this room. Does not bring anything to the level. Versus, there it is, there's me getting it. That must be why? It's a different room? Yeah, it definitely doesn't cover it up at all. I feel like we come out of a different pipe. But I can't tell if that's the case. Yeah, I can't tell if there's some structural thing I'm missing or if it's something I cheese. Yeah, you can definitely see there's nothing up there. That is... Wait, no, the walls continue all the way up. Do they? Oh, no, they do that if that's... I'm pretty sure they do that if that's the top. I don't know. I don't want to go up there and check, but don't soft lock the player. The reason why I felt like there must be a CP3 is because we never got a handle on the rest of this room, other than then we exit the level. Oh yeah, this really shuffles you to the end here. Oh, that doesn't kill me? Two-tone puff. Pony. Checkpoint. We did checkpoint. Does this just loop me back? Oh, weird. Yeah, I didn't want to directly exit again. I wanted to get a handle on whatever structure we were missing. We did grab the checkpoint again. We don't have any red coins, though, so it's not like anything else could shift there. So it feels like that whole thing was weird. Tony, how you doing tonight? So then, is the CP1 literally just a CP1? Yeah, like the CP1 gag is fine the way it is. I think we covered that pretty exhaustively. That said, yeah, I'm surprised the red coins are fake. Yeah, I feel like the flip side of that setup after you get CP1 still doesn't have much to offer. I don't want to finish the level again. I do want to see what happens when we get CP1. If there is something else that we're not accounting for. Esports. Sports. But if we don't have... We don't have any red coins. There's no way there could be, right? Question for survey. Would you rather be CP1 or anti? Neither? Just kill me? I think there's more... I think there's more opportunity for creativity and comedy in a well-designed... Oop. Oh, okay. In a well-designed anti than in a CP1. Like, at the end of the day... Well, a CP1 fake-out can also be significantly more relieving and offer you more opportunity to just space out the experience for the player while also exploiting their anxiety. Yeah, there's a lot you can do with both of them. A bad anti is probably worse than a CP1 in most cases. But it's hard. They can both do so much damage. They can both do so much damage, and they can both be used very creatively. Yeah, queue is closed, but we will be back to yell at more Mario Maker tomorrow. I think I closed it, right? Yeah, I closed it. That's it's closed. My button. My dick can do... Your dick can do both? Your dick can anti-soft lock and CP1 your enemies? I'm sure there was something specific in there that the dick was much more relevant to that I missed. Call my dick the anti-soft lock because once it's in you, it's really annoying to get back out. There's a joke there about dog dicks and you know, the knot. And that video of the videos of dogs stuck in things. Hard, therefore it's anti-soft. There it is. Maybe I can still go? Oh nope, it won't drop without that. I'm gonna cheese my way up there so I can continue the experience. I'm pretty sure we can do this. You know what? Not gonna make the other joke. Was it more with dog dicks? Okay, we could cheese our way up there. Another thing with decorative vines you have to be aware of is they can be used to do nonsense. There, now it'll drop. Okay. Be taken very wrong. Everything lives forever now. One day, future employers will be able to ask their AI, like, hey, has he ever talked descriptively about dog dicks on his stream? What social credit score would you assign hotfist.com as a viable employee? Well, he works very hard and he's knowledgeable. However, he is disgusting. He's definitely seen some weird shit and talks about it. He advocates for hyperbolic solutions to problems and occasionally does not show empathy for victims of violence. We don't think he is a good candidate for hiring. It'll be so fun. But I think once we get to that point, we will also have to start, one, looking at people's principles more, and two, recognizing for the most part that everybody is a little bit of an ass. Okay, so now we get the mushroom. I go back in the pipe. I guess I can just wait over here. I don't have to fuck around with that awkward block. Yeah, there's been some awkward setups. There's been some opportunity for cheese. Structurally, nothing has been crazy long, but I think the CP1 to CP2 setup was probably long to help. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that was the... Okay, I get it. Yeah, there's a hint setup in there that was part of the setup, but still a little long. So I'm really curious what the actual payout here is on the CP1ing. But at this point, I think we can pretty safely assume it is exactly what we're expecting. It's literally just a flat CP1. But with how similar... That's what I started to think about before when we got CP1 there and noticed it, is how similar the CP1 and CP2 setups were. The player just doesn't get it. What if it doesn't click? And then they're even more well, I guess it would click. I guess it just might not, yeah, it might not be super clear. This time we want to get CP. Yeah, I still feel like there's more going on with this room. I don't understand this fake mushroom setup here. I don't know if this is a remnant or incomplete, or if this is meant to be a mislead for the end of the level when we pop out of that other pipe and go through here. I forgot how to hold a button. I'm good at Mario Maker. dog dicks. I guess I don't think it matters if we get that mushroom, but I don't think we got it the first. Okay, so now we want to choose wrong. I'm gonna go over here and die. Is he gonna touch me here? I guess it doesn't really matter where you die. But I feel like if he hurts me here... Yeah, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna say it could undercut a setup there, but it's the same setup. Setup is visually similar to the other one, but it's a different room. It's a very different room. I guess I just kind of wish one loaded you on one side, one loaded you on the other. You'll understand you're back at CP1 as soon as you get here. But yeah, the only setup here is that the CP1 is fake and that we're supposed to continue from the fake CP1 is actually CP3-ish after we get the hint, but only if you don't die. So it does still feel pretty punitive in a way that is easily recognized. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I guess this serves as a really good example for what happens when you when somebody kind of figures it out. And in this case, it's a really good reason to cover it up. Nothing's ever going to land 100%. Like, nobody's ever going to fall for absolutely every single troll. But when you have a big setup, that's meant to be like a big reveal like that, like, haha, you CP1'd yourself, you really want to make sure you cover it up. We talked about 1UP suggested the glitch sound effect, I think covers it. Yeah, but definitely making sure that that's very well covered up. Especially when you're already pushing the player around off stage like that. The player's guard is up more when they can't see what they're doing because they know that's where you're going to try and hide stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a twice in there that's being used to cover it up. But something else made me feel like the twice was there. But it might have... I think the only thing that's flipped that switch was the checkpoint the second time through. And going out of a different pipe. Just have us come out of a pipe on the same side. So it doesn't feel like we're getting twice at all. Because I think we were coming out on the right on the one, and then came out on the left on the other. I did it backwards because it's backwards on my camera. You know what I'm saying. We came out on the right for the first one, and then on the left. Oh yeah, check your comments on your level. Yeah, let's go see the wiener before we wrap it up. I don't think... I'm not doing 30 push-ups again. I will take your points if that's your plan. If that's your plan. Oh, you can just view it here. Yep. Course clear required. Why? Well, we can see that one. Oh. Boiled one. Something stupid. Oh. Cute though. They did it. They worked. They put in the work. They put in the work for that, even if it's from something stupid. Yeah. Yeah, overall, I don't think it was a bad experience. It's hard for me to say it's a good experience, I guess, because we caught the CP1 setup. I don't know if the CP1 setup would have been better if it played out correctly, because I can be pretty critical of them, and I might just be projecting my negativity onto that. Absolutely possible, but I think there's a lot of good information there to scoop up. I think there's a lot of good information there either way. I'm going to do one of these, and then I'm going to wrap it up. Oh, I should. That's fine. Yeah. Something about ridiculous, like a soft lock in that no, it would work better for a lady. Once it's in there, you're gonna die there. Yeah, you could do something about that with a slit or a hole. It would work better for somebody on the bottom, one way or the other. Luigi just waits. Oh, it was okay. I thought it was in there. Fuck off, Toadette. Oh, Luigi thinks he's got it. But we got the capes. Oh! Oop, oop, oop. Oh, Mario, you're behind me, thank God. The Kaiser blocks are not doing it for me. Whew. Do we wait for the switch? Oh, God. Gotta do it, Mario. You gotta do it, Mario. You gotta do it, Mario. Get in there. Get in there and do it. Get in there and do it. I'm not gonna do it. You do it. Go in there and do it. Fine, Luigi, you do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna get soft locked. He's definitely gonna get soft locked. No! Oh. Yeah, here she comes. The worst part is somebody without a mushroom is gonna get stuck up there. It's gonna be a lot harder to do it without a mushroom. It's gonna be hard either way. It's gonna be harder to get down. Maybe he'll figure it out. Go Dad, it's your turn. Oh, man. Oh. See what happens? See what happens when you're nice? You lose.
Teamwork.
They could have made better choices about multiplayer versus that would have made like zero-sum setups like that less unattractive to 4 players. Aw. Cracker is playing with this carrot and it's very cute. Let me pull it up before we wrap it up here. Don't stop, stupid. Go back to your carrot. You love your carrot. It's fine. We'll go do it with our hands. Come on, buddy. It's carrot time. We found it for you. We found your carrot. Now wrestle it. Wrestle it like you love it. Don't pretend you weren't just wrestling it. Crackers, that's so rude. Are you really going to be this rude as the last thing we do on stream? Did you fart, buddy? I guess it smelled like a fart. Yeah, go up there and get your carrot. Really? Crackers, do you know how disappointing you are when I try to point a camera at you, bud? Yeah, it's like that. Wrestle it. You were just wrestling it so good and kicking it so much. Look at how ruined this thing is. He loves wrestling it. Thanks a lot, Crackers. Yeah, that was going to take a while, too. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow to yell at some more Mario Maker and spoil Hollow Knight and be mad about democracy in the job market.